What is up, all y'all? It is draft day. We have finally made it. It is the 2024 NFL Draft. Welcome to Real Bucs Talk. We are live here, and it's going to be a great night. A lot of things to discuss. We're going to do our best to give you, live analysis, live reactions to pretty much every pick. And it's just awesome to be back. We've done this. I think this is our fourth year covering the draft here live on the channel. So again, welcome to Real Bucs Talk. I'm your host, Michael Plus, and joined with me a very special guest, a person that's very close to my heart, and that is Gene Thomas, the former. I was his former co-host on Buck What You Heard. He got me into this podcasting world. Gene, it's a pleasure, man. It's awesome to have you on here with us.
Man, it's good to be among family, man. I really appreciate you having me on. I love what you're doing. I mean, it was really cool. I saw where who was it? Rashad White. Rashad White shouted you out. That was so dope, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rashad's a great dude. I love him, and it's great to see that his success is starting to pop up. So Christopher Cole, good to see you. MK in here. What's up, man? Good to see you as well. So again, welcome everybody in, and it looks like the draft will be getting started shortly. I know they have to take their 15 minutes or so to officially get everyone underway. Roger Goodell has to come out and make his pregame speech as he gets booed off the stage.
So what do you think of this? What do you think of the setup they have here, where it's kind of like everybody's got their own couch and everybody's like at home and
right. Yeah, it's different. I just looking at Detroit, I saw some earlier photos, man. They have packed the house. I think there was like so many people there, which is awesome. I kind of like that open layout that they have. They have the stage, and then you have pretty much open area to roam and walk around and do different things, which is nice. But as far as like the green room, I think that is definitely. I think it's nice. I like how it's more open. I think it's good for the players to be around each other, which I think is cool. Have their families around and friends, all that stuff. So I think that's nice.
I'm glad that some of these other cities are getting the draft. I know that when you think about the Super Bowl and how it's normally in a warm climate, or it's in a really nice climate at least. And that's normally what the reward for making it to that big game. But getting the draft in Kansas City, seeing the draft in here in Detroit, I'm hoping some of the other cities will continue to get this. Green Bay, it's nice that Green Bay gets it. So I really like this. I like the direction it's going, and I'm looking forward to a lot more drafts that are going to be like this.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely. I like the idea. It started in Chicago, and I was fortunate enough to be at that draft in 2015. That was, the famous Jameis draft, as we picked him first overall. But Chicago had it for a few years there, and then eventually, moving to other cities like Nashville, and now Detroit, and I forget where or Philadelphia was another spot. And then last year, where was that?
Real quick. Let's see if we can get it up here. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. Is that the draft party?
Yeah, that's the draft party. Okay. Let me start over from again. Real quick.
Okay.
MK, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, thanks, man. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so
cool. He said he was asking if he could send some stuff, and I was like, man, this is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, definitely. We got Krillin in here. Jonas, good to see you. Go Bucks for sure. The Bucks will be picking 26 tonight. If there isn't any trades, maybe they trade up, maybe they trade down.
Yeah.
Uh, so
That's and that's the beauty of the draft.
mhm.
Um, I remember before Jason Light really got cooking, and we were seeing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when the cupboard was bare, and we always wanted a general manager that could come in and who was a good talent evaluator. And we've seen how Jason Light, over the years has progressed and progressed to where we are now. And it's really an incredible stat that the Bucs have to do more in free agency, re-signing their own players, homegrown talent that they've drafted, as opposed to going out into the league and getting these players in. So I'm super excited about this, man. And again, just when you consider where we were going back to 2014 and you look at this team now, it's night and day.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the way that, not only the team has grown, but Jason Light himself has grown uh tremendously from from where he started back in 2014, obviously hitting it out of the park with Mike Evans, but his overall process, just being able to improve, and now you've seen it over these last couple of drafts where it's starting to produce a lot of good players. And I think going into tonight, I think you want to, obviously you would love to add impact, but I think you're just looking for a quality football player that can come in and do a job, right, and do his role, and develop into hopefully a potential, star, or at least a consistent starting player. I
Yeah.
think that's what you're looking for. So that'll be a lot of fun. But again, welcome everyone in here. We appreciate all the support.
Maddie.
Yep, we got Matty SOP in here, my good friend. We will be live from the private island tomorrow, so that should be a lot of fun.
Very nice.
Good weekend for me. I finally get some sleep because it's been a grind for draft coverage in here. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, it's going to be a lot of fun. For
And
sure.
when you were talking about, what the Buccaneers might be looking at, and when you look at the first round, you normally want somebody that you can have a potential starter. Second round is a potential starter or competition, and it kind of goes from there. And like Kalijah Cansey, for example, the pick last year was,
Mhm.
man, I was so excited about him, and he didn't disappoint.
Yeah.
And I think the Bucks can be in a position this year where they could, if they wanted to, get the best player on the board.
Mhm.
It's not going to be just, we need this guy, but it's going to be the best player on the board.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you see Kalijah Cansey here on your screen. I mean, he was dynamite last year, and I think it's going from a pick like Logan Hall, who, if you guys know, on this channel we did not like. We were not a fans of that selection, and you changed that around by taking a guy like Kalijah Cansey. I think that was huge for this team and the direction that it wants to go. But you definitely see the impact that he can bring, and you just hope that continues as he gets even better this year around. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, just seeing his progress. And we'll play probably a little bit later in the show. I want to wait till we're going to have Ken Barrett on as well. We're going to have Mark, obviously, will join us here in within the hour. So just want to wait till those guys get on here, and then we'll probably play our live reaction from last year on that pick, because it was, I think I'm still stunned that they did that. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting the Buccaneers to take Kalijah Cansey, but yeah, definitely.
Well, when you
Uh,
consider that Todd Bowles is the head coach, I mean, I'm sure that had, some bearing on the pick as well.
oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's a collaboration. It was I think they understood what they needed, and definitely Kalijah Cansey, I mean, he had it. He
Mhm.
had it going into last year as far as understanding what his strengths and weaknesses are. And I think that's what you're hoping the Buccaneers do tonight. They find a guy that understands who he is as a player and can come in and be, a contributing factor. But, to answer Brian's question here, the Bears, I mean, this is just the intro for the draft. It's going to take a while for the team to officially be on the clock. But they should make the selection pretty quickly once they are on the clock. And the clock just started now. So,
and kind of to piggyback off what you're talking about.
Unless I'm behind on the stream, that could be it. So,
and just kind of piggyback on what you were talking about. It was so incredible to see Kalijah Kancey come in. He had been injured, so he really didn't get a real feel for the NFL as a whole. And for him to be able to come in and make plays almost immediately, or you could see the potential, and he just continued to get better. Kind of reminds you of how Vita Vea entered into the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that draft was, so much fun. And you remember, Gene. I mean, the hype up to that pick. A lot of people were expecting Derwin James. That was the topic. That was the topic.
We were public enemy number one, because everybody, I mean, people were crying in their beer over that one.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And then on top of it, the Buccaneers traded down to a more reasonable spot to take a Derwin James. And then when they passed on him to take Vita Vea, everybody was losing their minds and going crazy. But, all they had to do was either pay attention to, Buck, what you heard, our Real Bucs talk at the time, talking about Vita Vea.
Yep.
And, that was our guy. That was our guy from the start. I thought that was a great selection. And hopefully, we can get some value like that. I know there's been a lot of talk about, a Johnny Newton or maybe a Latu falling to pick 26. I know Jared Verse
has been incredible.
It would be something. And that's what makes the draft awesome, because we really don't know where these teams are going to be going. I think, once we get to pick number 3, that's when everything is going to start off, and it's going to be exciting to see what type of trades, if they do happen, or if teams just decide to, stay put.
Yeah. Do you, and if you had to guess, I mean, we're just putting this out here. Do you think there will be more trades? Last year was just like one after the other.
Yeah.
And will we see something resembling last year this year?
It's possible, very possible. Arizona, Arizona and Houston made the splashes last year with the multiple trades, taking a player at 2 and then trading back up to 3. And then Arizona, goes up to 6 from 12. So, I mean, I don't know if we'll see those type of movements, but it's definitely is possible. I think once we get into pick 15 and 15 to 20, that's where you could see some action as well, as far as trades. And even where the Bucs are, 26 to 32, I think could be a really good hot spot for multiple trades, whether it's the Buccaneers, trading down, or, maybe trading up. I mean, who knows what's in store,
and if you're asking me, what am I looking forward to? I'm actually looking forward to the 2nd and 3rd round. Those, I mean, when you, as a Bucs fan, I want to see what Jason Light does with those draft positions.
Yeah, for sure. And guys, everyone in here, we appreciate everyone being here. If you could hit that like button, help support the channel. And again, if you're on Gene's Buck What You Heard stream as well, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. If you're coming in, please hit that subscribe button to both channels, and appreciate all the support. Hit that like button, and we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see what happens here. But like you guys said, I mean, we know Caleb Williams is most likely going here, number 1. It looks like they're on the phone with him right now, according on the stream. Hopefully I'm not too behind from you guys.
What is your clock showing? What time is your clock showing?
My clock is showing 5:22, and then it went down to 5:20.
Okay.
So hopefully I'm not too far behind.
Yeah, I think we're off by like 20 seconds.
Okay.
I'll try to control my.
Let me see if I can. Maybe I can refresh this. I'll try to refresh it and
Are
see.
you on
Hopefully
ESPN or are you watching NFL Network?
I was on NFL Network, so
Okay.
one of them might be slower than the other.
Yeah. Normally I do boycott ESPN, but
Right.
draft time. Ooh, horse collar.
So
Jade Daniels.
So we got Krillin in here. He's a big fan of Jaden Daniels. He likes Jaden Daniels more than Caleb Williams. So, yeah. I mean, Jaden is a very good quarterback. I think he's talented for sure. Had a heck of a year last year, and rightfully so. I mean, he had a lot of pieces around him. You look at the receivers that he had. Both of those guys are probably going in the first round as well, with Brian Thomas Jr. and Malik Neighbors. And then you look at, well, the pick is in, so hopefully this gets announced soon. But yeah, I mean, had a really good roster around him and put up numbers, and most likely should be the number 2 pick here for the Commanders.
Unanimous first team All-American. Wow.
So
he's pretty calm.
But,
I mean, he's.
Yeah, I mean, for Chicago, we were talking about this, before the show. I think it's a great situation that Caleb is walking into. I mean, they really did a good job of putting a solid roster around him, as far as offensive pieces, especially especially considering what they did previously with Justin Fields and, trading Fields to Pittsburgh, give, Fields a new start and hopefully he flourishes there. And yeah, it should be interesting for Caleb, but he is super talented. I know a lot of people are kind of up in the air on him. If you watch the tape, he's, very up and down, but you go back and watch his 22 tape, it was definitely much better because guess what? He had better pieces around him. He had Jordan Addison to throw the football to. So yeah.
Okay, Sam.
Yep. So I just saw it here. I guess I'm probably delayed, but Caleb Williams was the pick, which is pretty much expected. I even put a banner I already had it pre-written that I had Caleb Williams number 1. So there you go. See, real Bucs talk. We're ahead of the curve here.
That's right.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, he won the Heisman Trophy in 22, and obviously a super talented player.
Yeah,
has pocket mobility, the ability to throw the football anywhere on the field, displays pretty good accuracy, and yeah, he's rightfully so fired up and ready to go. So that should be it'll be interesting to watch him. And I don't know, do the Buccaneers play the Bears this year? I don't think we do.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think we do. So that's probably a good thing.
And what's interesting is the Carolina Panthers gave up their first. I think the Bears have their. I think is that correct? The Bears have their pick next year.
I don't think they do. It's not next year. I think it was just this year they picked up the first pick. Yeah, just this year. So that was the number 1 pick right there. And then the Bears, their own pick is number 9 overall.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So thank you, Jonas. Yeah, so we're at Detroit. That'll be interesting. That should be a good game. I actually think that could
rematch. It's a rematch from last year.
Yeah, I actually think that could be. Yep, I think that could be our season opener. I would not be surprised if they did that. Put that as the opening week game, which would be pretty intriguing, for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Brazil though.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Friday night football in Brazil.
Man,
That would be
they
pretty
had to
fun.
waste it on Philadelphia of all teams.
Yeah. Who did who's Philadelphia playing in that game? Do you remember?
Is it Green Bay?
I think it is Green Bay.
I
Green
think
Bay
it's
does
Green Bay.
Green Bay. People in the chat, if you guys could help us out. I think it is Green Bay versus Eagles. Yeah, that'll be interesting. That should be a good opening match, but I just wonder what time are they going to be able to broadcast that at?
Oh, I don't know. That's gonna be wild.
Yeah, because I don't know what would be the time change in Brazil.
Um, is it Central or what? Let's find out.
um, but yeah, so we got Washington up here at 2. Obviously, we believe this is going to be Jaden Daniels.
And you know what's? I'm really intrigued by what Washington has done.
Mhm.
Like right now, it's 9:23
Oh, okay,
in Rio.
gotcha.
So
They would probably okay, so that would probably be like an afternoon game,
yeah.
maybe over here. Okay, gotcha.
But
Well,
what they've done in the
that's
offseason has
interesting.
been, I have high expectations for Washington this year,
Mhm.
just based on the moves, the offseason moves. If the coach can get everything to work and get everybody to gel, they will make a significant improvement over last year. That's my hot
Yeah,
take right there, is that they will definitely be
yeah.
better than what they were last year.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. I think, bringing in Dan Quinn, and then I think they did bring in, did they bring in Cliff Kingsbury? I believe they did,
Yeah,
the offense coordinator.
I think that's what they did.
Yep, so I like that move. I think that's good, especially for Jaden Daniels. I think that makes a lot of sense. Bringing him in. I think. Oh, okay.
I
So
just think
yeah, they're on the clock there.
I think it was too soon for him to be a head coach. I think if you could have eased him in, he would have
Mhm.
been better. And
Right.
it kind of reminds me of kind of where Canales is right now.
Yeah.
The way they brought Kingsbury in, and they had kind of an incomplete roster, and it was kind of hard to rein everybody in or keep everybody on the same program, so to speak.
Hmm. Yep. Yep. For sure. I think Cliff, being an offense coordinator, going kind of back to his roots and just worrying about, making sure the quarterback is playing well. I think that's good for him and get good experience under a good head coach and Dan Quinn, who I think, a lot of people give him, crap about Atlanta, but I think he did a good job there when he was, in
He couldn't be
charge.
on the
And
field to play. I mean, he
yeah.
won he basically had a Super Bowl won.
Hmm. Yep, exactly. And just unfortunate certain things happened for that team and just didn't work out. And then Dan Quinn goes back to being a defense coordinator and did a pretty good job getting that Dallas defense to where it is and had some good seasons there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yep,
So I guess they've got the pick in. Everybody's celebrating,
yep.
slapping hands.
There he is.
KB.
Welcome, Ken Barrett, to the Real Bucks Talk live stream. It's a great honor to have you back on here.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh,
We
it's all
waited
good.
until after the draft started, which is pick 2.
Yep, we're about
All
almost
part of the plan, right?
All part of the plan.
absolutely. Yeah, we're almost at 8:30 and we're only 2 picks right now. So
Yeah.
we're
Last
doing
year, I think it was midnight when it finally wrapped. So
yeah. Yeah, no, I was telling everybody, I was like, "Oh, the Bucks will pick at 10:30," and then I realized Greg Allman put out a tweet that we probably won't be picking till after 11. So that's make this evening very fun. Definitely.
if any of you don't play pickleball, I highly recommend it. That is the
It looks
reason why.
fun.
So, who is it? Jaden?
It should be Jaden Daniels.
All right, I got Goodell. Yep,
Yep.
Jaden.
Yeah.
What channel you watching?
I mean, I'm not listening, so I'm obviously here, so I just had
Mhm.
ESPN on.
Oh, okay.
Window.
Yeah.
Have
So
they announced,
mine's
have they announced it yet, Plus?
yeah. So mine just was announced.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay.
All right, Patriots. Are we thinking quarterback? We thinking trade out?
I'm
I
thinking
think
Drake May.
yeah, I'm thinking it's either Drake May or they trade out of this pick. But I just don't know who with. I don't know if it's New York at 6 or if it's another team outside of the top 10,
yeah.
which makes I think this is where the draft starts because this is going to be a big deciding factor here.
So everybody's got to wear their sunglasses. I must be old. I trip over them stairs, man, wearing sunglasses out there.
I like
But
his suit though. Jane Daniels suit's nice. I
yeah,
don't
it
like the
is.
full. I don't like the full button up, like show a little chest, but
That's very classy right there. That's like that
he
goes
doesn't have a
big.
tie. See, if you do the tie button, you gotta have a tie.
Yeah.
So Al here says Drake May. That'll be something to look for. He follows that up saying not trading out. So see if that comes to fruition here.
Al Bundy with all the picks here.
Jonas asking if Minnesota trading up.
Mm,
I don't know. I mean, I think
what would they be going after though? Offensive lineman?
no, they would be going for quarterback. He's asking if they would trade up to 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, they're the only team that has at least that immediate gratification of getting that second first round pick. I mean, what the Raiders, and you gotta look at next year, and usually teams that give up the multiple picks, like that's just way too much. 2 first rounds this year, like that could probably and some pick swaps might be able to do the trick. So I think it's Minnesota. Minnesota's got the most intriguing offer for teams, but I don't know if May goes off the board, do you do that for JJ? And for me, if I'm taking a quarterback, especially in the top 10, he's got to have everything. Like
yeah.
I can't have any doubts, and I know he's pretty clean across the board, but at least Caleb had 3 interceptions against Notre Dame in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, 3 interceptions for JJ against Bowling Green on 11 total attempts for the game. That's pretty bad. That's like my red flag, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It should
definitely.
The pick is in.
All right.
No trades.
So here we go. This is going to be Drake May.
They got the draft party going on in Washington.
All right. Any final guesses? I have an official what it is.
I think it's going to be Drake May.
Yeah.
Gene?
I think it's going to be Drake May.
If it's JJ McCarthy, he'll be laughing.
With the 3rd overall pick, the Patriots.
No, I think with all the moves they made, I think that would be the logical move right there, don't you guys?
With the 3rd overall pick in the NFL draft, the New England Patriots select out of the University of North Carolina. Mr.
All right,
Drake
there we
May.
go. Nice. Now, I think that's a good selection. I mean, you look at Drake May's tape back in 22. He was
around him.
He was really good. Like he was a stud. It's kind of the same thing with Caleb Williams. You know, Caleb back in 22 season, he was a Heisman winner, put up great numbers. So yeah, I think with Drake May, that's a great job.
New regime. I think they're in a good position to maybe not sit him the whole season, but even like the first month. And just like New England knows what they are at this point. They're not contending for the AFC or really even the East right now. It's building that foundation. I think Drake May has all of the tools. I mean, he's not Caleb Williams, and he's probably doesn't have Jaden Daniels' athleticism, but he is athletic. He's got all the throwing tools. So you have the building blocks there. And I think for them, I think he's the right pick.
So do you think there's a huge drop off in quarterback talent with these top 3 quarterbacks? Is it noticeable?
How
much? Oh, yeah, sorry, go plus.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, it's with these top guys. I mean, there's different things that these teams obviously who selected him, they have different preferences. I mean, you look at Jaden Daniels at 2 with Cliff Kingsbury. I think that's a good fit for his scheme. Now with Drake May going to an Alex Van Pelt offense, more of a drop back, passing offense, I think that's a good fit for his skill set. Yeah. Caleb Williams going to Chicago with Shane Waldron. They're going to try to run the football and do some, play action stuff and really, make it quarterback friendly. So I think all the fits are pretty good. I think they fit him well. So I like it.
Here we go.
Now, if you're the Cardinals,
Drake May.
If Minnesota is actually willing to give those 2 first, is Marvin Harrison worth it?
Is he a generational talent?
Harrison's really good. I mean, but
I don't think I think Harrison is like one of those, like, you can't miss, like, he's gonna be good, but he doesn't have Malik Neighbors' upside. Like, but I think if we're talking scales at 10, Malik Neighbors might have, a 10 potential. I mean, Harrison still has a 9 or 10 potential, but right now he's like an 8, where Neighbors is probably like at like a 6 or 7. Like, so you're coming in. It's like when we drafted Mike Evans. It's like, that's your guy. Is what Marvin Harrison basically is. But in the NFL, is he going to be closer to Michael Pittman, or is he going to be closer to like Devontae Adams? Is like kind of what his like range is. And it comes down to who's throwing him the ball. I mean, not everyone can be Larry Fitzgerald. Look what happened to Devontae when he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
Talent is only as good as what's throwing them the ball at the wide receiver position.
And, I just want to take a second. I know this is kind of off subject to really, give props to Mike Evans, because you look at the quarterbacks that Mike Evans has had, and he still maintained productivity. When I look at Devontae Evans and in different quarterbacks, his productivity has just not been consistent like it was in Green Bay. So I think we were fortunate to get a Mike Evans here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Mike is he's awesome, man.
Once in a lifetime.
He's a stud. He's going to be Hall of Famer, and to get him back, for what we got him for, especially after seeing all these contracts. I mean,
oh my God, I know.
It's awesome.
I mean, he should get in. It's these voters that scare me, man. These voters don't, year after year, don't even know who Mike is unless Tom Brady's his quarterback. I think if he breaks Jerry Rice's record, I think that's his, he might even be a first ballot guy. But I think he's going to get in, but I just don't think it's going to be easy if he just.
I think what we saw with free agency early on in the offseason is an indicator of how good Mike Evans is. You had Kansas City Chiefs fans that were visualizing Mike Evans, getting the ball from Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you had almost every other team, with the exception of the Saints, every other team in the NFL, there was some fan that said, hey, Mike Evans would look good with our squad. And to me, that says a lot. And, he went back to being irrelevant once he resigned, but I think he'll get in. I think he's going to be first ballot. My other hot take, but I'm going to go with that.
Well, to your credit, Gene, I mean, it wasn't just fans too. It was legitimate writers, like not necessarily everyone's Greg Allman's, but like there's certain writers for teams that like I like to follow just because they seem to at least have a good knack of their fan bases and their teams and what they're, doing. But like, man, I mean, it's like all the talk shows where Mike Evans this,
exactly.
If he went to this team, if he went to that team, how it's amazing. Oh, okay, now that he re-signed with the Bucs, it's like,
Yeah,
Put that back on the shelf, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cardinals pick is in. I'm seeing right now that it's not any surprises, but obviously I'm waiting for an official account for confirmation. But I think we all know. Bussin' with the boys is calling it official. That's a legit account.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. and I think that's
gotta be
the smart decision to, build around Kyler Murray, get him another, legit receiving option in there, and I think
PS5.
Yep, PS5 exactly. But yeah, I like it a lot. I think that is, and most draft analysts had him as the best prospect in this draft. So I think to get him at 4, that's a pretty good deal for them.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't really miss with Harrison. I mean, it'd have to take. You're not going to get a QB offer, but like that's what it would take for you to really get out of there.
Oh yeah, for sure. They were probably looking for the good old draft day trade. 3 first-round picks, and
no, even better. The Jaguars are scared, man. 3 seconds for the 6th overall. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness, I'm still trying to figure out how that got approved, but again, it's a movie. That's why.
The fact that it's a Kevin Costner movie, though. He's got damn good sports movies. Bull Durham is about as real as the minor leagues got in the 80s. For love of the game, another baseball movie. Like you had freaking
I like Major League. I thought that was pretty realistic. I mean,
who's the Dodgers announcer who retired a couple years ago? Vin Scully. Vin Scully was in that movie, calling the perfect game. Like
right.
Marvin Harrison. There we go.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great pick. I mean, good size and different style of player than his father was. His father was maybe a little bit faster, but just smooth. He still has his father's game as far as smooth route running, being able to get open, separate.
He's got a high football IQ, which is very underrated.
He just brings, physical play as well, being able to contest catches and really like his game.
Look at his technique.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing out there on the field, and he'll be an instant impact player for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So guys, I mean, again, welcome everybody in. We appreciate all the support. Be sure to hit that like button for us. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Again, we welcome new subscribers. So appreciate all of this. We're going to be live again tomorrow, tomorrow night for round 2. I think we're going to start around the same time, unless the Buccaneers are picking earlier than expected. You could see, potential trade maybe. Who knows? So it should be a lot of fun, but appreciate everyone in here. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to, put any comments up that you want to, or discussion that you want to talk about. We'll definitely dive into it.
Always got his head up when he's. I mean, I love his game.
I saw that too, plus.
That's awesome. gotta love Krillin. He's awesome. Let's see. Can Tampa Bay go even higher for Wirf's new contract than Detroit ended up giving Sewell? Yeah, I think they're going to have to.
Yeah.
Tristan's going to get a big time contract for sure.
But he's worth every dime.
Yeah, he's the guy you pay the top. Him and Winfield, you just set the market. Whatever they're going to agree to, that's reasonable. Because you just do a couple million over the last person.
You gotta listen to Krillin, guys. You gotta listen. You don't want that. So Al, what is this referencing to? Man. Was there another trade, or is this what it would have taken to get up to 3?
I don't see a trade. I still have Chargers on the clock.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do we think this is going to be J.C. Latham? I know that was like the rumor that was going around.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a time transition, if you can tell me you can put Joe Alt on the right, I think you do it. Like,
yeah, he's that good.
Dude, I stood next to this guy. You both know I'm a pretty big guy.
Oh yeah,
Joe Alt.
all of 6'7".
Joel can eat me.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
He's broad.
That big.
But
Yeah.
what I love most about him though is like it's something when I mean, granted, I am not the player that Joe Alt was, but like for me when I started out, it was staying low.
Mhm.
Mhm.
6'9", you would think this guy was a 6'4" guard standing
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, he's legit. Yeah, this will be interesting. See where they go here.
no trades are announced yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe Al was just talking about
What
a future.
potential?
Yeah, future trade with okay.
I'm really interested to see what he does because especially with the Cardinals division, the way it is right now, I'm just really curious to see how secondaries handle him in this division
Mhm. Oh yeah, definitely.
because there's just not. I mean, San Francisco's okay, but their secondary is still. I mean, this guy, I think he's got a very good opportunity to do some things. First round draft picks. Okay, Chris Long, Kyle Long, Bruce Matthews, Marvin Harrison. Yeah. Oh, and they got Kellen Winslow, number 1. Kellen
No
Winslow.
trade. Adam Schefter announced no trade.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Very good.
People are saying Malik Neighbors, but it's not
Okay.
confirmed.
Okay. I mean,
So we're thinking
neighbors that
tackle or wide receiver.
that's still a good pick right there.
yeah, I mean, neighbors makes a lot of sense. I mean, again, bring some explosiveness to that receiver room that desperately could use it, especially after losing Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and get your quarterback a guy to throw to. So, yeah, definitely that would be, I think, a good pick. But so far, it's been pretty chalk. We'll just recap it here real quick. So, Chicago Bears went with Caleb Williams. Commanders went with Jaden Daniels at number 2. And then Drake May to the Patriots. So 3 quarterbacks in a row. And then we followed that up with the last pick, which was receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, do we see receiver at 4, 5, and 6? That is going to be the big question. So makes it fun. All these offensive players helps out the Buccaneers because I think the Bucs want to go. The Bucs want to go defense if they can.
So who are you guys watching for the I mean as far as draft picks and stuff on Twitter? And I still call it Twitter, by the way.
I go between people that again, if I'm familiar with the team or like a certain writer, I have them. But then like you can organize people in Twitter.
Mm.
So like today I did that. So I just flop between that and you can just search like the team name and just it's in Albert Breer.
Oh, here we go.
All right, what are you guys thinking? I'll give you 2 options: offensive tackle or receiver.
I think it's I think it's receiver.
What'd you say, Gene?
Receiver.
It was my guy all along who could play the right side, Mr. Joe Alt.
Joe
Come
Alt, okay.
on down.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. I mean, again, you get help for your quarterback either way, and the best way to do that, and you got to think, Michigan, Michigan love running the football, and now bringing in Harbaugh, he wants to pound the rock and help Justin Herbert be more be more efficient for sure. So yeah, I like it.
Shout out to Greg Allman. I love that guy.
Fan of the
Greg.
show.
I really hate sharing him with the rest of the NFC South because they don't appreciate a journalist.
But he has a special place in our hearts.
Hey, Krillin, my link is in the bio if you're on Twitter still. Just FYI.
All right. Do we go quarterback for the Giants, or
Oh heck yeah!
we
Well,
go
I don't know
Malik
with
Neighbors?
Danny Dimes. Did they? What are we doing here?
They still paid him. That's the thing.
I know.
He's
Yeah, I
only
mean,
on year 2 of his contract.
Yeah, he's got a ways to go.
I mean, I would just do Malik Neighbors and figure it out. Or I
Make him
think
compete.
it's too early. He just took 2 offensive tackles the past couple years. Like, I don't know if you're ready to give up on the current right tackle. I forgot his name from Bama, but I don't know. It's a bad situation. I love their coach though, Brian Daboll, but apparently Greg Rosenthal is saying Vikings and Giants tried last minute to get to number 3. So that probably says May was probably the cutoff, and everything we heard about JJ, at least top 3, was just nonsense.
interesting.
David Wash, what's going on?
So there we go, official. Joe Alt to the Chargers at number 5. I like it. I think that's a good pick. Very good pick. Again, you bring in a guy who just has been very good throughout his career at Notre Dame, has gotten better each year. Really, I thought took a lot of steps this year. Just became a better player. Very good pass protector, and then in the run game, I still think he's really good too. So
how old is he? 12?
What?
He looks like he's about 12.
Yeah, he's got that baby face.
Oh, Joe Alt. Okay.
But yeah,
John Alt.
He can play. David, it's good to see you. Good to see you in here. Appreciate it.
I love it. I love the move.
Mm-hmm.
They will be running.
Yeah, he's
the
a
ball.
big dude. So you got to stand next to him, Ken.
Oh yeah,
he's a space eater.
I was at the Notre Dame Duke game, which the quarterback for Duke got hurt in the end, but it was a heck of a game. Notre Dame barely pulled it off. That's
pretty awesome.
Boy.
I'd like to run, but I could run behind that guy.
That's a big boy. Yeah, but you're right, dude. He does have a baby face, and especially with the short hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love how he plays up to the next level too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Tennessee definitely was looking at offensive line. They for sure wanted Joe Alt. But now it makes it interesting because do we see Tennessee kind of pivot and maybe take one of these receivers, or do they take a different position?
Yeah, Levis is going to need some help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Maybe Tennessee trades out. Maybe one of these, teams trade up for maybe a Brock Bowers or one of the receivers.
All right, pick is in. Who we thinking? Quarterback or receiver?
I'm going to go receiver.
Bless.
Let's not announce it yet. Let's wait.
You already know, don't you?
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, let's wait until let's wait till we get a little closer.
All right, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
Our chat, not the actual chat. Sorry, people. You gotta wait.
All right. Yeah, so I mean,
the JJ McCarthy hype train. I'm sorry, Josh Capo. I know you're on Peter Report Live right now, but I gotta say I told you so.
Right. Oh, did he think McCarthy was going here?
Well, no, he was just the guy who was just he was really high on JJ.
Yeah. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he just needs much more experience, and I think to get that in the NFL, it's going to be a struggle for him, to start off with. So
especially when you don't have a Jim Harbaugh who knows what the heck he's doing at wherever he's coaching, and you got all the best talent around you. Like the NFL, everyone's talented. We've seen, what the terrible Arizona Cardinals team did last year to a couple top teams.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like that's the NFL. Like you just got to come in, day out, and he's got to be ready. He just didn't have like you said, plus like the experience, the reps. Like I talked about his worst game of the year. He only threw 11 passes. Like they're winning games without needing him. Yeah, he stepped up in the championship game. That's great. And he's got a great arm. Well, I think what puts him above the other two, which being Penix and Nix, is his age. Like he's still young. He's not Bo Nix, who's 25. Like
exactly.
You can still build and nurture him. The top 5 thing was just crazy to me, but I think the Giants made the right move here, which if you're watching it live on ESPN, they just announced it.
Okay, awesome. So Giants go with Malik Neighbors. I think that is a great pick. Like we mentioned, if Danny Dimes is going to be your quarterback, get the guy some help. And I think, getting Neighbors is a great choice, great selection there. And he was right behind Marvin Harrison Jr. I know some people were saying Adunze was a better prospect or a cleaner prospect, but all 3 of these dudes are ridiculously talented and should have success one way or another pretty quickly. I think both will do pretty well, or all 3, I should say. The question is that third receiver going to go next to the Titans?
I think it's got to be tackle.
But who
they got two? They got 2 decent receivers. I mean, they got Hopkins and they got Ridley. So.
Right.
Yep.
But who is the tackle that they take?
Oh, nice.
I mean, there's so many good ones though. I think Alt was it's like Harrison. He's just tier 1 kind of by himself. So any of these guys, you can really do no wrong. Now, if someone really wants JJ, I think you can get out of that pick and still get a solid tackle. Especially what are the Vikings 11? Like that's not too far of a drop.
Yeah. So Al's definitely has the sources here. He's going with Fashanu.
Oh, no.
Yep. From Penn State. That would be a great pick.
X is broken, so I can't get you guys the picks early anymore.
David asked a good question. He's like, how many trades do we expect to happen tonight? He's saying 3. Yeah, he's saying 3 tonight.
I think it's tough, like because there's so many minor trades that occur where the Bucs hop from 14 to 13, like
right.
Or there's the big we have 2 first-round caliber receivers that could just go for one of the picks in some exchanges or something. So that's the wild card in this. Otherwise,
I think a lot of people are happy. Teams are happy with the players that are falling to them, and they're just going ahead and making picks so far.
Well, it gets tough because generally each year, which I'd probably say this is a deeper class in terms of top-end talent than most years, but there's usually teams that only have maybe 15 first-round grades. So that's when you start seeing the trades, 16 to 24, where teams are like, okay, I'm going to go get my last guy, But again, this is a deep class. If you want to tackle, I think if this was a slim tackle class, I think you'd see the Saints trying to jump into the top 10. But they can kind of just chill at 14 or wherever they are and kind of maybe get the Tristan Wirfs, the last guy of, the top tier that can maybe fall to you. But if there's a tackle run, you can just, okay, I'm going to move up 2 spots maybe and hopefully just secure my guy. Then I can move forward. But you got Titans and then the Falcons.
Falcons at 8.
That's going to be a big one. I think they have to go defense, especially D-line, edge, but they got to hit on this pick.
Yeah, there's got to be a home run.
Ooh,
Yeah, for sure.
I know the pick.
Is it someone else?
It is someone we wouldn't have expected. Maybe
Okay.
the position we would expect. It's one of the two positions that we were talking about, but it's not the guy that I think many expect.
Okay. So I don't have to type out a hard name to pronounce.
No, no. This maybe is
Okay.
one of the easier names to
Damn.
say.
Oh, excuse me. Darn. That's surprising.
No, plus this is going to be one of the shortest last names and one of the easiest names to spell in this class.
Okay.
Other than Alt. He's already off the board.
I hope it's not Latu. It's
No.
not Latu. Okay. Maybe it's is it offensive tackle?
It's a tackle.
Okay. I wonder if they went Adarius Mims.
Gene, what do you think?
No.
Who do you think, Gene?
No, we'll wait for the pick.
I'll just say we've said his name already, but I don't think our brains are going back to him.
Yeah, I think Al spilled the beans here.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Al
fine.
spilled it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean,
that is a good pick.
It makes sense for Tennessee.
Yeah, he did spill it.
Yeah, Tennessee.
I don't know. Right tackle in the top 7.
Yeah,
not my cup of tea.
You got to be. That has to be a home run too.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of what the 49ers did with Mike McGlinchey a couple of years ago. It's like, okay, we know who our left tackle is. Let's just get the best right tackle. It's kind of what the Bucs did really too in 2020, but
right. But that was a little later. It was outside the top 10.
Yeah, I know. It's still crazy to me that the worst is I mean, Thomas is. I think people speak a little too highly of Andrew Thomas personally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's good. Don't get me wrong, but like last year it was like, oh, Andrew Thomas, Tristan Wirfs, and Detroit's guy Penei Sewell are like your next tier after Trent Williams, basically, and it's like, I mean. Wirfs only gives up sacks when he's injured, and even then, it's very rare. And he switched positions.
True. Man, so the Falcons can pick anybody on defense they want. Man, that's crazy.
They probably get their edge right here, but again, they could still throw at anything. I mean, they want to give Kirk Cousins the best possible way to succeed. I think Latu is just a little too risky, so I think you're going to see one of the other guys, which Turner.
But they have to address the trenches. I mean,
this is the first pick we're on Greg Allman watch.
Uh-oh.
Greg Allman is one of the people in here.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's right, because he covers the NFC South.
So. And the rest of the NFC South does not deserve him. Just FYI on that.
No, they don't.
I don't think many of them follow him, which is kind of.
And I'm good with that.
I mean, I'm not. I want Greg to get more and more people eyeballs.
I do, but I don't.
I mean, luckily for him, though, at least because I'm assuming he still lives in Tampa, so he probably especially the Bucs being relevant can probably just go to more Bucs games, which I mean probably saves Fox some money there too.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
It's still crazy to me that what we see on our TV screens is not the actual draft.
It's not.
Like the Bears have probably been on the clock for 10 minutes.
Trying to.
I'm seeing some good information here. Like if one of these teams want to,
there you go,
go up a couple spots, Atlanta could still slide back and get their top 2 choices if they're going defense.
Yeah, I know. Earlier, Atlanta was mentioned as one of the teams trying to trade down. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe the Rams are coming up.
That would be a team that would shock me, but It's just because it's the first time they've had a pick, like an actual picks for the draft in years, and then they just go sell the farm again.
There you go.
Yeah. So Tennessee goes with J.C. Latham here at 7th overall. The Falcons are on the clock, and hopefully it's not what David is saying. Hopefully it's not Latu. But we'll see. I think he's got the right position there. I
just think you can't do the medical red flag. That's the only.
Yeah, I think Dallas Turner, that's been the obvious choice for them, at least in the mock drafts. And we'll see if they do go there, or do they go like a Brian Murphy out of Texas? Do you see a potential corner here? Maybe a Terrion Arnold, maybe.
I mean, what is Raheem
Mitchell?
What's his specialty? It's DBs.
Yeah,
but you never know. This is interesting though, because remember the Falcons got hit with the tampering thing. So maybe this might be, if they did want to trade back, they might know what type of range of picks they might, or picks they might lose next year. So I don't know if they'll lose one. I mean, I think the tampering charge has got to be pretty crazy.
I thought it was like 2. I thought it was 2 picks.
Are you shocked?
You got a surprise.
Oh my goodness.
Here's my clue.
Is it oh my God, they did it. They did it. Oh my goodness.
Michael, I'm sorry I'm spoiling it for you all, but this is the shock of the draft.
Oh my God.
They just secured Kirk Cousins on guaranteed money.
The rumors
coming off an Achilles.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God. I thought that was a lie from hell, but it was a truth.
Yeah, our chat's going off right now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Penix.
Wow. I'm more shocked than I was the Bucs picking Kalijah Kancey last year. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm typing this.
I think it's a great situation for Penix though, if we're just going to take a second here.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's probably the best place for him to go.
Absolutely. It's a great spot.
But
you suck it's in division. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow, I can't believe it. They actually did it.
I'm on Twitter right now telling Jono to roast them.
I actually like him, even though he's a Saints fan. Obviously covers them. I enjoy his comedic flair that he brings. So
it's like me and Jono. I like Jono.
Yeah.
Anyone who comes out to their wedding to Stone Cold music is A-okay with me.
Exactly. So why they paid Kurt, not my cousins, all that money?
Probably. I mean, just correct me if I'm wrong. I need to look up the contract. Is it only like maybe a 2-year guaranteed contract?
I have to look.
It must be.
Because I mean, you have to do. I mean, 4-year, 180, 90 million guaranteed. So we're probably saying 45.
Right.
So it's really,
and also it also, you have to think about it. I mean, Kirk is coming off the Achilles injury.
Oh, he's 100. Excuse me. David's correct. It is 100, not 90. So he's 2 years, 50 each.
2 years, 50 million. Oh my goodness.
And then another 2 years of 80 non-guaranteed. That's nuts.
I just can't believe it.
Why didn't they just give me the money?
Oh, his signing, he got 90 million at signing, and then he gets 10 million next year. That's what I was reading.
Okay.
That's nuts, though.
It is. I mean, even if
they edge and they beef up that defense, like everyone's
ready.
Everyone's saying that they could win the division. And I'm someone who's just saying, I'm sorry, like kind of have to go through the Bucs. It's not like Cousins has beaten the Bucs, even with Justin Jefferson.
Right.
Like the Falcons play the Bucs really well. Granted, they have a new coach who I think Raheem Morris is going to do.
He's the wild card. It's going to be interesting to see how he coaches his team up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he's got his second go round, and I think he did a great job with the Rams. Don't get me wrong, but so did Brandon Staley before he got a head coaching gig. Yep. So how much of it is Sean McVay, his his philosophies, because I mean, the head coach doesn't call the defense, but he generally likes to know what the heck's going on here. And a lot of what Raheem did was an extension of what what's his face did. So like that's so crazy though. I mean, I'm happy that it happened because that just sparked up the draft for me. Now, if a team really wants JJ, like, I mean, you only have 2 real quarterbacks for the first round left. And this is great for the Bucs, by the way. This is a quarterback we didn't expect to maybe even go round 1, go top 10.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think about is Kirk Cousins is coming off. He's coming off of Achilles injury. And maybe there's some question there. Like maybe he's not going to be ready to, play, or maybe you just want to have that insurance. But God, this is rich, especially in the top 10.
Crazy.
But I don't know why Atlanta's fans are so unlikable too. I don't know what it is about them.
I'm going to be 1 second, boys.
Oh, no worries. Take your time. And Gene, if you have to step away at any point, feel free to do so. Mark should be in here pretty soon, actually. He said right around 9:15, 9:20. So Mark with his usual schedule.
I mean, the fact that he does this with having a young child, I think is just awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's putting a lot of things into motion behind the scenes, and I can't wait till we get to really show you guys our true vision for this channel. We've shown bits and pieces of it, but we haven't hit where we're going to go here soon. And I think it's going to be really fun for you all, and I can't wait to really put it in motion, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, Michael Penix is the pick at 8. I think that's the surprise right there. I mean, and there you go, 5 quarterbacks not 5. I'm sorry, 4 quarterbacks in the top 10, which we
about to pick up,
which we kind of expected, but JJ McCarthy was not the 4th dude. It was Michael Penix, which is just wow. Yeah, definitely. Krillin says it all here. Draft got spicy for sure. I mean, with surprise back-to-back picks. I mean, JC Latham at 7, and then Michael Penix. Just crazy stuff.
Man, this opens up a whole lot of other things that you kind of didn't think were going to be there. I mean, when you talk about where the Bucs are going to be picking at,
right?
Because I can promise you, the Michigan quarterback won't be. I think somebody will get him in the first round.
Yeah, great point here by Mossy Jim. Says Turner gets pushed down, which is good for us. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It pushes better defensive players down the board and gives a good opportunity for the Buccaneers to maybe get a better player than they thought was going to be available.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's awesome.
Any of you guys like Madden?
Love Madden.
Well, you're gonna have a Madden team to play with this year with the Bears pick.
Oh yeah. It has to be Odunze.
It is, baby.
Yeah, it has to be Odunze. And those 3 receivers going in the top 10, I think that was
great receivers.
Yeah, that was a lock. I mean, we expected that, but like I was telling Gene, like we didn't expect Michael Penix to be that 4th quarterback off the board, and for him to go there, just.
I thought he was going to be like at the bot, like 1920, somewhere at the back end of the draft, possibly.
Right.
The first round, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it where he would be potentially, like a top 20 selection. Because you have you have Oakland and Denver. Both of those teams need quarterbacks. Minnesota, obviously, and yeah, it's just very interesting.
You know what's crazy though? Not one defensive player off the board yet, which is great for the Bucs.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
It is. The injuries, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully he'll be. I don't wish injury on nobody, man. Hopefully he'll be fine. I don't know what Booger's saying, but I don't like it. Jason Light is going to get somebody nobody's expecting.
I know. I just hope it's not. I'm just, as long as it's not Chop Robinson, Darius Robinson, or Marshawn Nealand, then I'm good. Those are the guys I'd rather wait for on day 2. You know, if we're trading out.
You think those guys are like reaches as far as like in getting them this in the first round? From like are they? Would it be a reach for the Bucs to end up with a Chop Robinson?
I think so. I mean, I know he's got, you know, great upside. He's got great athleticism, great traits, but you just worry about what?
Krill, and he said they're gonna get Kool-Aid and piss everybody off.
That definitely, I mean, now Kool-Aid I wouldn't mind because at least he's a fit, you know, as in terms of scheme, and he plays pretty good and he has solid tape. I wouldn't be upset with that at all. So, but you know, with Chop Robinson, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just the lack of production.
Here's our first trade.
Oh, we got a trade. Jets.
Jets. Jets.
Did they trade down?
I think they. See, where is this trade at? Or wait, no, never mind. I take that lie back. It's Minnesota. Minnesota's got the 10th and 11th pick, right?
What?
Minnesota has the 10th and 11th pick, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, never mind. False alarm.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get Mark in here real quick. Hold on. Figure this out.
And I do think that, you know, what Tempe's talking about, he said Jason will go with the defense. I think it's best player available.
Let me try. Let me see if I can get a message here.
So Minnesota, oh, wait a minute. Minnesota has pick number 10 and the Jets have pick number 11.
Yep. So the Jets moved up the Vikings moved up one spot. I'm guessing this got to be JJ.
Wait, Minnesota's up at 10?
Yeah, they moved up.
Wow.
Yep, it's official.
All right.
I think this is Bucs' dream scenario. What?
So
really 5 QBs off.
Yeah, 5 QBs in the top 12.
That makes me happy.
Top 10.
Do you think we get top 10? Do we get 6 quarterbacks in the top 12? Does Bo Nix go in?
You got Denver and Las Vegas coming up.
Right. Yeah. Do they take Bo Nix?
Damn. And that's actually great. I mean, for Minnesota, I've had my comments about JJ. My comments were top 3. Like, he's got the tools to be a round one guy, and they only had to move up one pick.
Why is he falling, though?
Good for them.
Hold on. Mark is messing things up.
I thought he was coming in the building.
He's trying to, but he keeps all right. Looks like he's got it. So hopefully he's good to go.
All right, let's hope Mark hasn't seen the draft and he can be like our little recap, just watching his reactions.
Oh,
yeah, I think it'll be great.
Yeah, we'll definitely we'll play our first round reaction of last year, and we'll get that on there once he gets in here. We'll definitely play it for you guys.
Well, and the thing is, though, you got the Jets and the Broncos coming up after the JJ pick. Those are more offensive, probably teams too. This is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Has there ever been a draft where there's maybe top 12 have all been offensive guys?
I don't know, but I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not like the defensive class is bad.
Mark needs to keep the pimp hands strong.
mhm.
No, she's got the pimp
I haven't
hands.
heard that expression since middle school.
Sorry, Krillin, but it's the vice versa there, buddy.
So has Minnesota announced it yet or not yet?
It's been announced online. It's
But
picked in, and
the draft, the network hasn't announced it.
No, they haven't.
Okay.
No,
all right, I'm just making sure.
Though, and they're in a commercial, so I'm assuming right after this commercial is done.
Okay.
Of NFL Network or whatever it is.
I'm just I'm trying to keep my tracker here at the bottom.
Round. Oh wow.
Up to dated. So
thanks, David.
So there's the details of the trade. Minnesota trades up. Yeah, trades up to one spot.
Cool.
Number 10. So
remember when the Bucs, everyone freaked out because they traded a fourth for Wirfs. I think if JJ's your guy and you only need to give up a fourth and a fifth and probably a pick swap for like a fifth or a sixth, like I think that's that. If you can get that for a quarterback, and it's your guy, nothing wrong with that. JJ's got that middle school hair vibe going though. It's like kind of fade from like here down, but up here it's like not quite Zac Efron from like High School Musical, but it's like that swoosh, but like it's curly. I don't know how to describe. I'm not stylish at all, fellas.
Yeah, I'm far from stylish.
But you guys are probably seeing him on your screen, and I don't know. I just think he's like we talked about all having a baby face. I think he's got baby hair.
He looks like he's about to go to detention or something.
Yeah. That older gentleman next to the cheerleaders was keeping his eye game strong. He kept looking over at them, but he didn't go
wear
down.
Sunglasses like the football players.
At least he wasn't LeBron in the stands that one day a couple weeks ago.
That was so embarrassing.
I will say though, Mel Kiper looks pretty young for probably whatever his age is.
What is he, 80? Mel
Kiper Jr. He doesn't have a gray hair though, I'll tell you that.
You got to wash that gray right out of your head.
63.
Oh my!
I think it was pretty sniffy for a 63-year-old. Spiffy, that's what I was looking for. Spiffy.
Oh, thank you, David. I do have a great set of hair, so I'm very thankful for
that. He does.
Yeah. So the pick is in. Let's see what happens. This is going to be, and similar to Caleb Williams, I think Caleb going to Chicago was a really great situation for him because they have put a much better roster together, especially this offseason, getting the pieces that they got. And now with Minnesota most likely going JJ McCarthy here, I think it's a good fit for what they want to do. And he's got a good situation to come into, and maybe doesn't have to start right away because of Sam Darnold. No, but yeah, it is. I think that's pretty cool.
They look so Minnesota-ish. Love it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the people on stage.
Yep. Hello. nervous. Kid is nervous.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how.
I would freak out.
Yeah, I would get up there because once you think about millions of people just like watching.
Oh, here we go. We know. Well, I guess Sam Darnold will be seeing ghosts from the sidelines then.
I love that they try to do kind of what we did with Baker, and it was like, no, we're okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
And then they immediately a week later go trade randomly for like pick 11. It's like, come on.
You remember on Waterboy when they tried to get the towel boy to go in and play?
No, the best part is they're watching ESPN at like a bar and they're showing it. And it's for like Michigan or something too. Exactly. The towel boy.
Skull.
Hey. We'll see what Justin Jefferson thinks about this.
Yeah.
I think he's got one more year, I think he might even be eligible for an extension, but yeah, he was 2021, right?
Yeah, I think he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was 2021.
Who are you talking about?
Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson? Yes, I want to say yes on that.
So he's eligible
He
for an
looks
extension.
thicker.
Yeah.
Well, and AJ Brown helped him out today. AJ Brown got a nice deal.
I have to say, JJ McCarthy's girlfriend is pretty solid. Pretty, I would say a 10.
Really? All right, we got to roll back.
She was good looking.
What's it from Moneyball? If they got an ugly girlfriend, then they have no confidence.
Yeah, ugly girlfriend means bad confidence, so you can't have that.
All right, let's see what JJ is working with.
At least I hope that's his girlfriend.
Hey,
who knows?
Better than Russell Wilson and then the other girl who got caught trying to steal the phone.
Yes.
Can you imagine like your boyfriend who could potentially change your life financially? You have a camera in front of you and you think just stealing his phone is just going to help you. Wasn't it like CD Lamb or something too?
I don't know. It's probably like you ever have the idea in your head and you think it's funny or it's hilarious, and then when you actually put it out there, you're like, oh God, that's horrible.
Yeah, it was CD Lamb's girlfriend too. So we know he getting that money.
Oh yeah.
So is it going to be tight end here for the Jets, or is it going to be offensive tackle? Offensive tackle. All right. Ooh, is it going to be Olu Fashanu, or is it going to be Fuaga, or is it going to be? It's not Fatanu or Fatno.
Is Fashanu.
Washington?
It is Fashanu.
Oh, nice. So they went with the left tackle potential. I like it.
I thought they were going to trade, because Bakhtiari got cut, I thought he was just going to be a natural pickup.
Right.
So that part surprises me. Because even though Bakhtiari isn't his former self, I mean, when healthy, he's a top 3 pass protecting left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also A-Rod's guy, so like,
yeah.
True.
I like that pick. This will be a very good selection for the Jets. They move down, get extra capital. I think that was smart. I think it's better than.
It's going to be interesting to see what the Donkeys do.
The one thing I'll say, plus you made that comment about McCarthy's girlfriend. I think they're like on similar tiers in terms of like he's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Like he's not one of those where it's like I'm a Manning and I'm ugly. And like, look at what's next to me.
Right.
But
right.
like she's on his like level, I think.
Yeah. I think they were. It's a good look. Good pairing.
Ooh, I like Olu. Olu, like with his glasses, gives me a lot of Gerald McCoy vibes.
Okay.
Like you should probably be seeing it on your screen, like when it says he's the pick. Like there's a big
yeah.
picture of him with
This
the
is
glasses.
incredible. No
It's giving
defensive
me
players
Jameson
in the
vibes.
top 11.
He's a big dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. If you were an NFL prospect, would you rather be in New York or Detroit, or would you rather be at home?
I'd rather be at home.
Yeah, I mean, at home would be ideal, just being with everyone there, friends and family. And I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to walk across that stage, but I don't know. I don't think it's important as far as just making sure everyone, because you don't know, like, can your family make the trip? Can they be up there?
How many friends? Because you're not going to pay for all of them.
You're in the comfort of your own home and around the people that genuinely care about you and that have been with you from the beginning. I don't know. I kind of
like your high school teammates, like all of the people that like coaches, like that's why I would want to
kind of started that trend, but
great
I'm all.
That's awesome.
Can we get Krillin on the pod sometime?
Oh my goodness. I got to get him on here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's never disappointed me ever.
I love it. We got rankings on here. It's awesome.
Hey, Flesh, we might have found a new thing to do for draft Twitter.
I know, right?
For like 2 weeks out of the year, you can be the ratings of all the significant others. That can be your shtick.
That would be a fun thing. I mean, rank the girlfriends and who's the best.
Rank the dates.
Yeah,
because we know they're not wiped up yet.
Right, exactly.
This guy's gonna be if he's like even a little bit good. I can't imagine what his first major contract's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Who's talking about, JJ?
Yeah, Fashanu.
Oh, Olu. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he's in a great situation. Like,
yeah, he is.
It's like worse with coming in with Brady. Like, if you do well, everyone's gonna know. Wait, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's just funny.
Oh, gotcha.
He's watching my stock
drop. Hey, aren't we all, Krillin?
Oh my goodness. Zach Wilson's mom.
It's got it going on.
Classic.
All right, let's see what the Broncos are up to. Pick is in.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are officially an hour and a half through this live stream. Be sure to hit that like button. Help support the channel. Again, just we appreciate every single one of you that are in here, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And we got much more to talk about as these picks keep getting crazier and crazier as we continue.
If I had more hair, you would have seen me pull it off when you were doing the read there.
Is it something bad or is it something good?
It's good for the Bucs.
Okay, that's all that matters.
I'll just say it's another offensive player.
It's got to be Bo Nix, right?
Bo.
There we go. 6 QBs in the top 12.
That's 12 offensive players, 6 QBs.
Yeah, that's right. We haven't had a defensive player yet.
Nope.
God, the Bucs are only 13 picks away.
Yeah.
We still got a couple tackle. I mean, we know the Saints are taking a tackle.
Oh, for sure.
I think
already know who they're taking. I'm pretty sure who they're taking.
Yeah, I think Al said it earlier in the chat. He's expecting Byron Murphy here not Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders. There it is. I put $1 in the chat because I said Oakland.
Don't let Josh Capo take over your days.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna get Mark in here or not. He's having issues connecting.
I think this has to be like the closest thing we're having to like a draft day movie. This is the draft that everyone waits for and talks about every single offseason that never happens. And it's finally happening.
I think like last year with all the trades and stuff last year was pretty insane.
Captain Insano. All right, boys, we're going standing desk. Ugh.
I want to get one.
Dude, go to Costco.
That's what I was looking at. It's like 280 something bucks or something like that.
It's worth it, Gene. I promise you, it's worth it. I still can't believe 6 quarterbacks.
I can't believe they picked.
I thought 4 for the entire first round was maybe, like it.
Yeah,
like maybe a team comes up for the 5th at the end of the first round. 6 in the top 12.
Oh my God, they made the Broncos. Jeez.
Wait, what did they do?
The Broncos?
Are you talking about like their uniforms?
No, their pick.
Oh,
yeah. Ryan, it's good to see you. Hope it's going well for you.
Ryan?
It's going good in here. We are enjoying this crazy draft as far as we're going to have another quarterback, it looks like, taken here at number 12. Looks like it's going to be
I'm dumbfounded.
Bo Nix. Which, if I had to pick a quarterback to go to Sean Payton, I think Bo Nix is the perfect fit.
Yeah.
So it does make a lot of sense from that standpoint. I think that's going to be a good move. So, yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that Sean Payton. I think it was more of the quarterback than Sean Payton. I mean, I know they work together to get all those wins and be efficient, but I still believe that it was more the quarterback than Sean Payton in New Orleans. And so it's going to be interesting to see what he does with a quarterback that he's gotten to pick and, kind of putting his team together. So, we'll see. And they still got to go up against Kansas City twice a year. And,
great.
The best tweet I just saw was asking if Bo Nix has a hot mom. So,
oh my God. Oh yeah, he's going to be playing with Zach Wilson. Oh my goodness.
I mean, she's front and center. I mean, she's not unattractive.
Right.
Oh, protect him, Bo, or protect her, Bo.
He just doesn't bring his mom to like any of the
Mom,
team
you're not
meetings.
invited to the facility at all.
Yeah.
No team parties, no nothing for you, Mom.
Yeah, no interaction whatsoever, and you're definitely not meeting Zach Wilson.
Ooh, Raiders on the clock still with 3 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, you could see a trade here.
We could.
Yeah.
You know how Jay does that? Oh, I'm not gonna. Actually, it's probably inappropriate for me to show. But you know that Kevin James meme, and do you know Pless and Gene what Jay does to that meme?
Oh yeah.
To make it feminine.
Yeah.
Someone did that. And oh God, these jokes write themselves. I'm sorry with Zach Wilson. But why would they trade for Zach Wilson though? Because you got to think Bo Nix was going to be there.
Right. That's a good question right there.
And they said all offseason that what's his face was the guy.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting.
So it doesn't surprise me that they drafted Nix. It's that they traded for Wilson and drafted Nix.
Yeah.
The Saints are going to be the first.
Another offensive player off the board.
Oh my goodness! Here we go. It's got to be Bowers.
I'll just say it's the best offensive player left in the draft.
Yeah, it's got to be Bowers. It's got to be.
I mean, with the Raiders, if they wanted a quarterback and that plan went to crap, I mean, basically getting their Darren Waller replacement isn't a bad consolation prize.
Right. I just find it funny that they
4.3.
Wait, who is 4.3?
Bo Nix's mom.
Oh, he's rating.
That's awesome. I love it.
Look at Sean Payton. You just want to slap him in the face. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah. This comment here, it says it all. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, this draft is going perfectly for the Buccaneers right now. It's the best case scenario.
They don't even need to move back though. Like everyone was afraid of, okay, if this player's not here, this player's not here.
Right.
I mean, and we know there's not going to be a 13 player straight again run on offense or on defensive players.
Yeah.
Like all these teams want offense.
I think I swear I believe the Saints are going to break the ice and ruin everything.
No, they're going to if they don't go tackle Gene, like
they're going. It's going to be a D lineman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, good point here by Al about Bowers. They did draft Michael Myers last year. Is it Mayer? That was Michael Mayer. They drafted him last year.
Well, we all love Michael Myers. Yeah, baby.
Not to the Saints. That's what I said.
Yeah. I like how he did that. Yeah, Michael Myers.
Fontano, what Fontanatu? Or I don't know how to pronounce it.
All right. I'll start looking.
It could be the Halloween Michael Myers.
Oh, there's also that one.
Yeah.
No, have you seen the movie Baby Driver?
Yeah.
So in the movie Baby Driver, they tell him to get Michael Myers mask.
Oh yeah,
and the guy gets Austin Powers mask. Wrong, Mike Myers.
That was a good part. That was. Oh man. So here's the pick by the.
Saints fans are furious Raiders. That Bowers is off the board. Just seeing that makes me happy.
That is huge. So, yeah, this is going really good for the Buccaneers right now. So 13, the Raiders take Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, tight end.
Cryptic. Rappaport saying that the Saints are listening to trade offers right now.
Yep.
So that's all. He hasn't tweeted that about really any other team. So
yeah,
that's a little cryptic. Either the Saints want to trade out, or they're serious about some team coming up.
Let's keep the offense.
Last second momentum.
You got to consider. I mean, how much longer does the what's his name, the crybaby from the Saints?
I heard him.
Cam Jordan. How much longer does Cam Jordan have?
About time, right?
All right, Mark. Are you up to date on how everything's gone?
I've been watching you guys, and it's been amazing. It's been
13 offensive players.
Yeah.
No,
not
one defensive player yet, right?
No.
6 quarterbacks, 13 offensive players.
Oh yeah, I texted Plus during the Falcons pick. I was like, "What the fuck?" Hey, I was happy about it. Who kind of an idiot takes a quarterback when you just signed one for hundreds of millions of dollars? But
what we're talking about is basically it's a 2-year, $100 million deal. So I mean, Cousins is basically a mercenary. So you do the 2 years with Cousins and you go right to Penix.
And you tampered with this guy for this?
I think that's the best part because they might lose a top 2 or 3 round pick next year.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they do.
Yeah, for sure.
But either way, this is again.
So guys, we got
a full house.
Oh yeah, we got the full house in here, guys. Now we got Mark. Welcome to the party. If you are just joining us, be sure to hit that like button. Help support the channel. Welcome to Real Bucs Talk. This is the 2024 NFL Draft live stream. We're covering the first round tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We still got a lot more to go, and right now it's setting up very nicely for the Buccaneers. They are in a very good spot, so very excited about that. And then also, we are going to be live tomorrow night, and we could potentially have the same characters on for tomorrow as well. So that should be really exciting. I think rounds 2 and 3 are always very fun, kind of more unpredictable. But right now, it's been very unpredictable that we didn't see this coming. So that is awesome for everyone here joining us. We appreciate it very much.
How's the audio, guys?
It's great, a little low, but
yeah, let's make sure we sound okay.
I mean, just for Mark, I
think we sound okay.
How have you been, man? I forgot what you look like.
Right? Hey, well, I'm a working man nonstop nowadays. I got like 2 damn jobs. I got Real Bucs Talk, plus knows I'm all over the damn place. But I'm trying to stay active. I'm trying. Let me see if I can.
Parenthood is a full-time job and a part-time job.
You're not kidding. Is it any better right now or no?
You sound still good. I mean, you're coming in clear.
Like you sound good. But
Oh,
Grilling.
it's just a little-
Grilling coming with all the smoke, man.
don't worry, he's been roasting everyone, Mark, down to even Bo Nix's mom, which we are
Oh
on
my God.
He's a
Zach
4.3,
Wilson
man.
watch.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, I don't know if you heard that earlier, but we were ranking we were ranking quarterback girlfriends earlier.
oh,
and,
JJ McCarthy.
Yep, very nice,
Oh,
right?
you and Bless have similar tastes.
Yeah.
He knows.
First
He
thing
knows
he
he's-
said. First thing he said about Bo's girlfriend or McCarthy's. I mean, sorry.
Yeah,
McCarthy.
Oh, yes.
McCarthy's girlfriend. Yep.
Did Bo Nix even have a girlfriend? I didn't see anything that was worthy of anything on that.
No, he has a mom though. She's the one on.
Oh, okay.
She's
I
on
was
Zach
like-
Wilson watch. We must protect her at all costs.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's gonna get taken whether she likes it or not.
Well, we know she's got a husband because he was right there next to her. So we
What
know
is it?
Zach Wilson's type.
This is not NFL, not for long. So he's gonna take
Hide your
gonna
kids,
take-
hide your mom.
right. He's gonna take
So-
it. Don't worry.
So is the Saints pick in
They're
yet?
still
Are
on
they-
the clock with 2
They're
minutes.
still on the
They're
clock?
still entertaining offers.
They don't know what to do. They
don't
don't
know
know
what
what to do.
But
Oh goodness.
I heard Gene saying, "What if they mess it up with the first defensive player?" I hope they do not.
I hope they don't either. They need a tackle.
Yeah.
And this draft is lined up for them to get a tackle.
They're in perfect position. Yeah, like you just said. Do you hear the TV at all or no?
Mhm.
No.
Okay, good, perfect.
We
So
can't.
we don't
no,
get
I
another
can't hear
strike on YouTube again.
Oh,
How
Oh, they
dare
did go
you?
O-line. They
Saints
did
pick
go
is in.
O-line. The
Saints. pick is
Saints.
in.
Well, good.
The offensive
So no
offensive
trades.
side of the ball streak continues.
So let's see.
All right,
I think
so,
on the board. Who do we think?
I think
All
I
right,
know
so-
who it is.
so Penn State guy's gone. Joe Alt's gone. Right? There's only two
I know.
tackles.
Oregon
know who
State,
it is.
baby.
And the right tackle. I forgot his name.
I know who
Oregon
it
State.
is.
The Washington guy,
JC, right?
JC Latham. Yeah, I couldn't believe how high he went. That's another crazy thing.
So
Is Farutanu
it is not him.
really?
It's got to be. It's got to be a Darius Mims out of Georgia.
Nope.
No. Oh wow.
Oregon
It's
State.
Khalid Fuaga.
Oh okay.
Wow.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
All right. Well,
He's a good right tackle, and obviously their right tackle's in question. They don't know if he's going to be healthy, in Ramczyk. So
Jeez Louise.
of course they
Minimal
gotta-
trades too this draft. I mean, only moving up
Yeah,
a
it's just
spot
like
or
the polar
two.
opposite of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
there's
at
only
this
been one
point,
trade.
I don't see Higgins or Ayuk being traded either.
right.
all right.
I think
Well,
they're
then
going to see.
again, well, I mean, are they worthy of a first pick? Maybe they're more second round pick worthy. I don't know.
I think Ayuk might be for a late one, but that's my personal opinion.
Well, because I saw some post today about saying how, oh, Ayuk doesn't deserve. It was sarcastically saying that he doesn't deserve Justin Jefferson money, and then they showed last year's numbers. I'm like, Justin Jefferson was hurt. What are you trying to prove on this one? I know.
Well,
Ayuk
Justin
is a good
Jefferson
player,
only
but-
played 10 games, and and Ayuk was dealing with an offense that goes through a quarterback who's pretty limited and Christian McCaffrey dominating snaps and touches.
But that's why they get those deep
Exactly.
routes for him, though, right? He
I
was
love
like a one-trick pony kind of thing. On hunts and tackles.
That kind of bums
but-
me out, though.
What? What does?
Oh, just we're here at 15. I think probably here at Indianapolis is going to get a defensive player.
I don't
I thought
know,
it was-
man. They got
I swore it was going to be the
quarterback.
Saints.
They got a
gonna
young
be-
quarterback. They got a young quarterback.
It's going to be Xavier Worthy.
That's what I was.
Oh no!
Call
I was talking with Plus prior to this. Like we've been leading. Okay, we're gonna give away some secrets. He is one of my crushes. Like Xavier Worthy. I think he's a lot more than just a speed guy.
Yeah.
Like when we're looking into him, I'm like, he's got like the swagger or it factor. Like everyone that talks about him says, like, no, that's the guy. It's not just John Ross speed. He's got a lot more to him than just that. Route running, toughness. He's not just a go guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's really good. He can do so many different things.
Let me not do that.
So we got Al saying Quinyon Mitchell definitely could be good.
Is that official pick. Or is that him saying? Because I mean, he'd be the first corner off, right?
Yeah, I think that's just a good educated guess. Not sure if that's official yet, but Al's been he's been on it pretty good so far.
Yeah, he has.
But the Saints go tackle Fuaga, so definitely I think that was expected because, like I said, Ramczyk, their starting right tackle, is in question to even be able to play this year. And then also I think I want to say another offensive lineman from the Saints just retired, James Hurst, I believe, and I think he was their left tackle. So they have some issues there, especially at tackle. You know, Trevor Penning, their top pick a couple years ago, hasn't really panned out. He hasn't really been good. So
can't even start.
So definitely an offensive line in question.
All right, plus here it is for you. Who is your dream pick for the Bucs first round? Bring up that comment. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, first round, I think Latu would be an excellent selection. I mean, just his ability to get after the quarterback. He's probably the most advanced pass rusher. I think after that, you probably look at Johnny Newton. I think he would be an awesome pick. I know a lot of people are questioning, well, he'll be in a rotation, but still, I mean, you add good football players, and Newton is one of probably the best defensive player in this draft. He's really that good. But Latu, I know with the neck concern, that could be come into question. So if Jason decides to pass on a Latu and maybe he goes after a Jared Verse instead, I could see that as well. Turner, yeah, Dallas Turner is still available. I would like Dallas Turner. I think he's probably the cleanest of the prospects as far as his upside and trajectory. You know, obviously super athletic, has the length, has the size. Really could be a perfect fit for what the Bucs want to do defensively with his ability to drop back and do all those different types of things, for sure.
I would just like to get a glimpse of that draft board, that Jason Light's draft board, just to kind of pick his brain who he's looking at.
Oh yeah,
like Plus has been alluding to, just you hope it's not the Logan Hall is hiring him on his board.
Jesus Christ! You gotta bring that.
I mean,
you got to. I mean,
Latu here on the screen. I mean, he's just so good, very relentless player. You see him there, number 15. He just finds a way to get after the football. He's always in the right spot, causing a turnover there. His ability to create pressure, just really good with his hands. Very advanced and technical for his, age and what he's been through already.
Making the quarterback uncomfortable too.
Yeah, exactly. So he would be a very good pick in my opinion, and already very comfortable in stand up or put his hand in the dirt. So it really makes sense from a scheme fit. And you look at some other guys. I'll bring some different guys up here as well. This is probably Mark's pick if he had to choose. He loves Johnny Newton. 100%. I love Johnny Newton. The dude's a beast. He reminds me, I think he reminds us both a little bit of Warren Sapp in a way. Not saying he's going to be as good as Warren Sapp, but just his, ability to get through and use his hands and knows how to work, the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when Plus says Warren Sapp, I'm saying in the form that he's sort of sloppy, but he's quick and he gets the job done extremely comfortable in any pass rush situation. His hands are active, fast, powerful. Sapp was not the most athletic looking guy, let's be honest. He was like a gut with really striated legs. Who the hell thought he would be that great? Yes, he dominated in college, and so did Johnny Newton. But the thing is, it's just it's hard to say how good these guys will be in the pros. Everyone sees Byron Murphy. He's like a physical specimen, a balled up rock of muscle. Johnny Newton does not look like that. People were saying the same thing to Kalijah Kancey. Like, oh, he's not Aaron Donald. He's not a ball of muscle. Okay, that doesn't translate just because you're a ball of muscle. You're going to be a great football player. Johnny Newton just is a good football player, and he uses it on the field. That's why I'm a huge fan of his, and I think he would be an amazing pick. And I wouldn't say he's a rotation. To me, he's an immediate starter, pushing Logan Hall to be a rotational player. And that's what, at the end of the day, I'm pounding the table for. I don't want to see him as a starter. And and hopefully Jason Light quickly realizes that and says, you know what? Yeah, I messed up, and that is not the type of guy I want, and this is the guy I want.
You know, he does draft in a vacuum. And I think that he if he recognizes there's a problem, he's going to move on from it. So, again, I don't expect this to be an issue for very long.
I brought up his name too soon, I guess, guys.
Yeah, I came in just to announce this. I just got to do one thing real quick, then I'll be back. But yeah, plus your guy is the first defensive guy off the board.
Latu?
All right.
Yep.
It is.
Yep. I guess I feel like there's a team to do it. It's the Colts.
Yeah.
Don't they need secondary help?
Yeah.
You would think.
According to Greg Allman, who's retweeting Diana Rossini, the Falcons called Kirk Cousins when they were on the clock to let him know that they were going to make the pick. And from what I learned, Cousins understood the quarterback would be considered, but he did not believe his successor would be taken in the first round. He's a bit stunned.
Whoops.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Whoopsies. Wow. All right, Mossy Gem saying Logan Hall is still serviceable, Golston clone. I'm not saying that Logan Hall is not serviceable, and he did improve slightly, even though the numbers didn't look like
in the sauce, man.
But I'll say this: he did improve a little bit, but still, he is not a Golston clone at all. Golston's best attribute is stopping the run. Logan Hall cannot stop the run in any way, shape, or form. So if you're thinking they're the same type of player, they're not.
No,
if you go back and look at the Detroit Lions game that we lost and ruined or ended our season, a lot of the big runs they had were right at him. So, I mean, he is not that type of guy. He's a guy that's going to be jumping gaps, trying to win with his one move that he has, which it does work at times, but he doesn't have power to his game. He can't stand guys up. He can't anchor. And I just don't like his attitude. And nonetheless, like even coming into it, I didn't like it. And nothing of it told me he would fit in our mold of player or scheme. So I don't know how they thought it would translate. But hey, maybe he's learning to adapt. I'm not going to give up on him because he did get better. Let's see. I'm just not a big fan of him until he proves otherwise.
Right. No, I agree. But to get back to the Latu selection, I really love that he was the first defensive player off the board, because when you watch the tape, it backs it up. Like, the dude deserved to be one of the top picks in this draft. And if it wasn't for the medical history, he probably would have been a top 10 selection, most likely. He was that good on tape. So I'm really happy for him to be the first defensive player, but crazy to see the first defensive player here at 15. And there's still a lot of good defensive players left on the board for sure. And the Bucs are only 9 picks away. 10 picks away now. So,
wow. I mean, will 2 defensive tackles go in 10 picks? That's
who knows,
right? I mean, Dallas Turner still being there is kind of insane.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, I think we talked about it during our mock draft. Like, Jared Verse almost fits our mold the best. I mean, he almost looks like Yaya Diaby.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Yaya Diaby has like the freakish traits of like broad shoulders, long arms, fast. But I mean, they're both similar, almost 4'5", 4'6" guys that have power. I mean,
so a fan asked Greg Allman if with Dallas Turner dropping, any chances the Bucs jump up? And Greg Allman said not yet, but Jason Light made it clear if the right names are available there at 20 or so, that's when the Bucs will think about moving up, maybe giving up that second or third rounder if they see real value in the trade up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. And also, speaking of offensive player, like other offensive players, these guys are still here too. You still have Graham Barton available. You still got, Jackson Powers Johnson. I know he's a fan favorite, but both of these guys are still on the board. Potentially could be there at 26. But we do have a lot of offensive line needy teams here coming up. So, but it's crazy. Do we see the run of defensive players start to go, or is it going to switch back over to offense?
All right, so this is the a-hole in me. So the rating machine. What do we got for Latu's mom? Right.
I'll have to ask Curlin on that one.
Yeah, Curlin. I know you're not gonna be nice, but let's see. What's the over under on 5 for Curlin? Let's be honest. Who's this? Is it Latu or who's that? Oh, okay. Seattle. They're always like the wild card. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't. They always take someone out of the blue. I think this could potentially be Graham Barton. I know they need a guard potentially, but I don't know if they do that this high. I think corner. Well, no, they have 2 good corners. Edge, edge rusher, obviously Dallas Turner could be in play. Byron Murphy, I think, makes a lot of sense. Johnny Newton, Cooper DeJean, just because of his versatility. Hell, let's.
Yeah, I was gonna say the defensive tackle too.
Mm-hmm. Hell, let's put up Cooper DeJean. He's really good. I mean, I know a lot of people talk about, is he an outside corner? Is he this? Is he that? But I love his game. I think he's a great athlete, and he can do so many different things for your team. He's a defensive weapon out there for you, and also a special teams returner as well. And that's huge, especially with the return game coming back.
Cooper DeJean. Just keep falling, guys. Keep falling. Yep. Latu mom looks like she's cleans up nice, but she's 3.7.
That's awesome.
Oh, we got another defensive guy off the board.
Oh no! Don't tell me yet. Hopefully, it's Byron Murphy.
Is it interior or exterior?
Or is it the guy I was just showing there?
It is D-line.
Oh, okay. Hopefully,
you're
it's
on
Byron
the right track, plus.
Hopefully, it's Murphy or Johnny Newton. Johnny Newton should go first because he's the better player.
Is Dallas Turner?
No,
it should be.
No, Newton. Then it's Newton. Shit, I knew it would.
Yeah, Newton's the better player.
Oh,
no, it's Byron Murphy.
Oh, is it?
It's not Newton. Yeah, I was doing this plus because I'm like, you're right. You're saying don't tell you.
Oh,
you're right.
I gotta learn. I gotta learn.
Yeah, you gotta play Pictionary.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
Knowing me, like I'm gonna want the guy, and they're not gonna take him. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So we got Jacksonville after that.
Well, Byron Murphy is a good player. Very good. I mean, very good at disruption.
It's a very Seattle pick, though.
Yeah. It makes sense because I like their edges. I think they have good edge group. I mean, Boye Mafe is progressing. And, now adding Byron Murphy in the middle, which they need. They need a guy that can, obviously stop the run first and then also, get after the quarterback. So I think that's smart.
Let's see. So Dallas Turner's still on the board. The best corner still on the board. Damn. We got a lot of defensive options.
Exactly, Curlin. Don't play charades. I don't like it. I'm a man of facts, and just give me, just tell me the truth.
Plus, I don't know if you want to talk on this since we're almost to the 20s right now. So another guy that's on the board still, Chop Robinson. Did you mention Chop?
God.
Talk about Chop yet? Talk about pork chop.
Pork chop. Well, hopefully he goes to the Rams. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh yeah, with Aaron Donald out of the picture.
Pork chop. I mean, you would think they would have wanted Byron Murphy, but now he gone.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, I can bring up Chop Robinson. I mean, the thing is, you'll see here on the video, he has great explosive traits, great first step. His ability to disrupt is pretty good. I just worry about, lack of arm length, only 32.5-inch arms. The speed and everything else is there, but just him as an incomplete player right now, really just going to be a situational pass rusher for you, especially in year one, which is what the Buccaneers need. I mean, they need that. They need more pass rush, but then also the lack of production. And again, these pressures are, again, the competition, not the greatest, but, he showed flashes, but you just like to see more consistency overall. And you just didn't really see it from Chop Robinson.
Well, one thing with him though, I remember they talked to him. They're like, "Oh, well, who's the best tackle you faced in college?" And he mentioned his tackle, who was a top 10 pick, I think, from Penn State. I'm like, okay, well, you went against him. You would think you'd gotten that much better because you're facing a top 10 tackle, long, athletic guy. Just where's the production on the field? I don't know. I know, they were talking about the Michigan game. He was a game wrecker the first couple drives, and they just started running the ball. Okay, you can't do anything about that if they don't pass the ball. But still, you're telling me every game throughout the season they didn't pass the ball?
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, you can run the
I
arc
agree with
really
that
well.
comment. I mean, with Gregory here, with Randy Gregory here, you don't really need to reach for a Chop Robinson. I am 100% on board with that. To be honest, go ahead, Mark.
No, I was gonna say I like how they were saying that he could be gotten with a second round pick. I think two people said that. I mean, realistically, that's where he should be slotted. I mean, if you don't have production, but you have really good traits, that's where you take your risk. You don't do it in the first round, but
right.
Speaking of risks, we got a team trading up to the Jaguars pick.
Uh-oh.
The Vikings are coming back up
again.
Oh boy,
that has to be an edge rusher. They lost.
It's probably Dallas
Hunter and got the guy from Texas or Texans.
Is it going to be Dallas Turner, or is it going to be Jared Verse?
No, that'd be a badass tandem. Dallas Turner. Oh, no, never mind. I'm thinking Texans. Never mind. I was thinking about, could you imagine if the Texans had gotten him?
Yeah.
And paired him?
That's wild.
Will Anderson him? But no, if it's a Viking.
Didn't Minnesota get Jonathan Grenard?
Yes. Yeah. They basically did a swap in free agency.
Gotcha. Yeah, hopefully it is Chop Robinson for the Vikings. That'd be awesome.
Oh my God. I mean, they're the team who developed Danielle Hunter, so if they see the talent,
right.
Yeah, but Danielle Hunter was long as shit. He was long.
He wasn't a first round pick either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna take any Robinson, I'd rather take this guy right here, Darius Robinson, just because he's got at least power to his game. Yes, he's raw, but at least he showed up kind of similar to how Yaya did in his final year and showed progress as an edge. I mean, but I don't think we will, just because the overall scheme fit would be, I don't know if he can drop back into coverage and do those type of things.
Not good, boys. Not good. Not good.
Uh-oh.
Johnny Newton? Newton?
No. You trade up for him. Let's be real. I love Newton, but you don't trade up for him.
Was there another trade or?
No, the Vikings, their pick is in.
Oh, their pick is in? Okay.
Good?
It's not good for
Graham Barton.
No. Defense. Edge.
It's going to be Jared Verse.
It was
Dallas
Dallas Turner
Turner.
then.
Dallas
right?
Turner.
Okay, all right,
Okay. That's fine. We weren't
yeah, I would
expecting
expect
him.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't
Yeah, but
expecting
it
him.
just means that,
More
flesh
going
and-
off the board.
and the potential. I don't think the Bucs are going to move up, but the Rams are coming up. The Bengals might lose Trey Hendrickson. Like, Edge is picking up some steam.
I think it matters what happens at the
Wow,
Rams. That's why they jumped over.
I'm just seeing the
Rams
trade.
probably want. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I've just seen the trade details. 2025 third rounder and a fourth rounder for next year.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
They gave up a second rounder, I think, this year. So.
Well, they gave up a 4 and a 5 and got a 6 back to move up for JJ.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Just making the move.
Trading up for a quarterback, that's not that bad though.
Oh, plus, did you
Well,
put
realistically,
a there?
The guys that you guys have
pretty
been
cool.
looking at,
Thank you, Joel. Much
is
appreciated.
there anybody out there right now that you're surprised is still on the board?
Johnny Newton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, Joel Reekin. So, how is it at the stadium right now? Like, what is the vibe? What are people wanting? That's why I want to know what the casual fan right now. What are they wanting?
They want a quarterback, Mark.
Right? Like, it wouldn't blow my mind. It wouldn't blow my mind at all.
Who am I shocked? I think Fatanu being available is verse.
Oh, yeah.
Those are probably my big. I mean, depending Terry and Arnold, I think we've already discussed. I think those are probably my big 3.
You know, he's actually. I didn't expect him to be here at all. But the Washington tackle, he's shorter. He could probably play anywhere interior wise too.
Yeah. ESPN lists him as a guard.
Yeah. So I mean, I did not expect him at all to be here. I think he was like one of the most fluid natural athletes. It was just he was shorter. That's why he was
6'4", 317. But he has the arm length though to even play tackle. But
you can't believe we're saying 6'4" is short.
Well, the fact that our quarterback is all of 5'11",
right?
It's not a problem anymore in the NFL.
God.
Yeah, what is Baker listed at?
Maybe 6 foot, right?
I don't think he's 6 foot though. They list him at 6'1". I don't believe that though.
Or check the combine. I think he got 6 foot in the combine, right?
Combine height, weight. They got him at 6 foot and 5/8 and 215.
He was there. Good shoes on him. He's there.
Wait, do they measure at the combine with shoes?
Oh, it's true. Do they?
I don't know. I'm asking. I've never been to the combine.
I don't.
Last capo or something.
I don't think they do.
Right? I think they have to get true measurement. Yeah. No, we're not gonna make you hate on Baker. We are big Baker. Well, I was a really big Baker fan. Plus, they're trying to talk me out of it.
No, Plus in our chat was the one who was okay. Like believe in Baker. Then after the week 4, it kind of went down with Plus, and then he was back to believe in. And like me and like a couple other people were just kind of like, nah. And then the Green Bay game happened. Was like, okay, I'll step back after the Green Bay game, and then he followed it up with the Jags game. I was like, okay, like if he can string these together, not every week, but every couple weeks, like,
yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah, because like I was talking to him throughout the season. Like I literally watched every damn game he had with the Rams, every snap, every game. I'm like, this guy's pretty damn good. Like. For the crap he's working with, he's going through reads. A lot of it isn't his fault. Yes, he had a couple of the mistakes where he's freaking trying to make a big, deep play, but it wasn't that often.
Well, they had no one as well. Like their whole team was done.
And that was my big thing. So I'm like, you give him Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, a running game, and let's see what the hell can happen. And
I'm not that Canales is perfect, and I think we've all given Canales his flowers and criticized him where it's due. But that type of situation, imagine if we had Byron still and Baker. No. I think that would have just killed.
He would have been one and done.
Yeah, but I thought that was a good combo because when you heard Canales coming in, he's like, "Oh, I make it easy. It's either 1-2 or the running back or the quarterback goes. Just run out, get it the hell out." Oh, they're good. This is perfect. Give Baker quick reads, just like Oklahoma. Give it to me. And I kept saying it. No, it'll keep coming. Plus, it'll keep coming. And I'm like, shit, now he is starting to stare down things a little bit too long. What's going on? And then the Falcons game, before the explosion of him getting so good, I was like, shit, plus maybe you're right. Like, let me just, because he is staring down these guys. He's looking over at things. I'm like, just get the hell out. I want you to do well. I'm like, maybe it's me holding on for too damn long. And then I down on that Falcon game, and then he just starts ripping it the rest of the season. I'm like, God bless. This is what I've been waiting for the whole damn year. But
well,
I mean,
and again, I think there's probably some type of learning curve with Canales. Like, and I'm someone who's pretty critical on Baker, but I think Canales had to do a lot of growing, which means a lot of changing of ideas and scheme to adapt to, hey, this is working, so we're going to focus on this is great, but maybe some of that stuff isn't Baker's best strong suit. And, you know, you have guys going in and out. Thankfully, our receivers were pretty healthy throughout the year. So that at least I think kept things on schedule. But we all could probably guess that. I don't think any of us would really guess that the Bucs would win a playoff game, but I mean, Canales was going to get exposed at some point, like in his first season at least. And did you guys see what happened with Deontay Johnson?
No.
He's at his press conference, and they're asking him about Dave Canales. And like when he first got traded and went out to dinner, and Deontay goes, I didn't even know he was the head coach. He's like, he just had all of this energy, and I'm just like, who the F is this guy? And then someone comes up to him after the dinner and is like, yeah, that's the head coach. And he's like, oh.
I thought that was a trainer. That's awesome. I mean, but that's something Plus and I talked about. Like, maybe some of this was on Canales too, like, because he was so stubborn with the running game, and it wasn't necessarily the good runs. He was like, oh no, we just need to get repetition into it. I'm like, a better play caller would recognize, okay, my guys aren't made for this. We need to find another way to adapt, right? It was almost like Byron Leftwich-ish, where he's just like, no, we're going to keep running this crap whether we like it or not because it works.
And maybe it was Harold Goodwin all along, who's your run game coordinator, saying, I love not gap. What am I trying to say? Duo. Like, let's just keep running duo up the middle, like with, you know, you don't have really Ronald Jones or Lenny anymore, who, you know, is a little bit more of a bruising type back than
was Mims the pick for Cincy?
What?
Was Mims the pick for Cincy?
I've been talking to y'all. I haven't been looking. I'm looking now.
I like the live, Gene. I like it live.
Yep, I'm with you.
Woo! Another offensive player off the board.
Let's do it.
We're protecting Joe Burrow today.
So it is Mims?
Marius Mims.
So he is going to – I talked about this in our mock draft. So it's going to be like a redshirt season for him.
Yeah.
Because they've got the Mount Brown on the sides.
Yep.
So, geez.
Orlando and Trent, baby.
Because there's no way in hell he's playing guard. I'll say that.
No.
It's just way too damn big. Wow.
Now, this is where the Rams, they can literally go anywhere and it'd be like not a surprise.
They got to hit the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, someone put it up there. Whereas Al Bundy said Rams, Newton, or Verse. That's what I honestly think it's going to be. It's one of those two.
I could go corner.
I mean, I would love it. I mean, a sneaky pick would be the Chiefs
coming up
for a speed receiver.
Yeah.
This would be a good spot to trade up for. Because Pitt might want a receiver. I mean, we know that Arthur Smith loves drafting guys in the first round to use as decoys, so they need some more decoys in Pittsburgh.
Wow. We're at pick number 19, and all the corners are still available.
All corners. Still got two edges. You got Newton. You got DeJean. Like, you got – I mean, I think Newbin's probably not a first-rounder guy anymore, but he's got the talent of a first-rounder, but safety is just not valuable.
No, don't even think of safety right now.
No, I agree. I'm saying I'm just speaking of like good defensive players that are left. I mean, there's Peyton Turner too. Probably not a first-round guy, but early second. Or what? I just say Peyton Turner, Peyton Wilson. Sorry.
Don't say that name to Bless.
I love Peyton Wilson.
I for some reason Turner was in my head.
Yeah, Peyton
All right.
Wilson.
Rams with 5 minutes left on the
Excited.
clock.
All right, I'll be right back, boys. I will be right back. After these messages.
No worries.
If I even know how to get out of here.
All right, they have to be receiving trade offers.
So with that, yes, and hit that like button, guys. We appreciate everyone in here. We got 123 people in here, so I expect to have 123 likes. If anything, if you're just stopping in for a quick second, just hit that like button, and then you can, stay or you can leave. It won't hurt my feelings, but hit that like button for us and help support the channel. It's much appreciated. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's been a great draft so far. A lot of offensive players as we've seen, and it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, maybe the Rams surprise us here.
Outside of obviously paying attention to like the Bucs having a good draft, I think this is the best draft I have covered in recent memory. I mean, just like all the surprise, the quarterbacks, the offensive guys, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a lot of
every year we say when's there going to be 6'5" quarterbacks in the first round? It's finally here.
Yeah.
Nobody saw this coming.
Top 12 too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to watch back our reaction to the 8th overall pick with Michael Penix. I mean, that was just
I was blown away. My lefty impersonation?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do like Michael Penix because I'm a lefty myself. So yeah, I really like his game. He's got a cannon. I mean, cannon for an arm.
And again, in terms of him sitting with all of his injuries, Atlanta's a good place if you're going to sit. Like, it's Atlanta is just like, wow. I mean, if you're Atlanta and you really wanted him, at least we learned you couldn't really trade out.
J-Lo, going on, man?
J-Lo's in Chicago, probably a little cold up there.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have it.
Oh, fudge.
Not good. Another defensive player.
Defensive.
All right.
I told you they had to. I mean, with Aaron Donald retiring,
it's got to be.
Wait, that may not be official.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. Now it is. Now it is.
All right.
Because it still shows on TV that they're on the clock, but I'm seeing good accounts, multiple saying who the pick is.
You know what, David? That is a good idea. I'm definitely gonna see if I can do something like that for future, shows. Don't know if I have the software currently to make that work, but I definitely want to do something like that where fans definitely get Curlin in here on just how wild his comments here are, which is awesome.
Yeah, Curlin, you have an open invite next year.
But definitely.
That's still crazy to me that Aaron Donald retired.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Fame guy. But...
Yeah, most definitely.
So what was the question? What were you talking about? You want to get something to get people in or something like that? What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. So David was David here in the chat asking about having an open stream for fans to video in. And I was like, yeah, potentially we could maybe do it, but I think I would probably have to upgrade my software on my end to make that work just because of, streaming and everything. But definitely a cool idea. Definitely something we'll definitely look into for future shows coming up. So
yeah, I mean,
I like it. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I like it too.
Yeah, I wonder what. It's a software thing. It's not necessarily a hardware thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you have a good Wi-Fi, you're fine.
Okay.
I wonder what we could use for that. I mean,
Mhm.
David, if you know a software, just throw it in the chat so we can look that up too. I mean, literally, we get all the ideas from you guys, and then we literally just go hunting off of that. So a lot of the stuff where you're like, "Oh, you guys give us so much content," it's like, no, it's because of you guys. You guys
Yeah.
ask the questions, and we're like, okay, that's something we need to write down or investigate.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
So StreamYard allows that? Maybe you just kind of send like the link,
Oh,
the
okay.
public link, I
Just
guess.
just
Okay.
send a link and then just
I
one
feel
at
like
a time.
you have to pass a background check if you're
Yeah,
gonna.
right.
Maybe there's a way to set it up where the link could have like I don't know how that would.
If you
We'd
drop a
have to
link
find
in
a way
the
to
chat,
filter.
you could you can boot people out if you want to.
Right.
Because I can only imagine some of the things you're going to see in the
Yeah.
back end.
Yeah, you can dump people pretty easily.
Yeah.
On a side
True.
note, Lightning down 3-0.
Yeah, that ain't it. But I
Yeah.
am happy the Magic
Hey, at
won
least-
today in
Yeah.
convincing fashion.
At least the Magic one.
The
Well,
first
Magic
on.
did win a game.
They
Let's
won.
go.
They dominated. Not just won. They freaking dominated. Almost by 40 points.
Really?
I think it was like
Maybe
85,
some home
121.
cooking is maybe what they need.
Well, I
Wait,
was
what happened?
telling-
The Magic
knocked-
won by on 48. By
Yeah, good.
38. Damn.
Yeah,
Well,
83,
they got to win
121.
again. They got to win again
Yeah.
on Saturday. So,
You keep the home court.
yeah.
Bro, I was telling Plus, like, their bench did jack shit in Cleveland. And then this game, I was looking early on, I was like, Cole Anthony was doing well. I'm like, yeah, he didn't score a damn point the first two games. How is that possible? He's like one of your best players off the bench. So I was like, damn. And it looks like they switched
So
Jonathan Isaac to the bench
went
again.
to
Yeah,
Thank
Verse
God.
is the pick here at for the Rams.
thank
So,
God.
Yeah.
You didn't want him?
Huh? No,
You
it
didn't
just
want him?
no. The fact that he went to Florida State is very divisive. I don't just no. Just give him to somebody else.
All right, well, I mean,
I'm just saying, it's going to keep down a lot of confusion.
let's
I
see.
expected him not to be available for our pick, so I was right.
Mhm.
And I'm knocking.
So Ledyard's saying he's hoping for Fontenot, Quinyon Mitchell, or Tyrion Arnold. He thinks it's going to be Barton.
Yeah, I think all those guys make sense. I mean, even Barton, I think again he's plug and play. He's an instant starter at left guard. But I think potentially
Damn.
defensive.
Well, Greg
Potentially
Allman
defensive
seems to
player.
think it's center. Greg Allman just tweeted out only 6 picks before the Bucs are on the clock, but Cowboys and Steelers are both teams that could take centers in that span.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Please make our lives easier.
Yes. And Krillin, to answer your question, Makers, Mark, and Coke. Nah, it's straight. Do I know what it is? No, but it's straight. There's ice and
Was it milk?
no, not milk. Mama's milk.
I don't even. Can he
No,
say that on
no.
here? Can he say that on the air?
I mean, it's whatever was in my dad's cupboard that he just gave away to me. It was some old thing. I was like, okay, well, looks good in my fridge then.
Happy Van Winkle or something old, or just old?
I can't even tell you.
Okay.
I know it tastes good. It tastes good. That's how I know I'm getting older. I don't mix anything. It's just straight.
Smart man.
It's hey, age, man.
He
My
said
hairline's going back. Grays.
All right, Steelers pick is
Investing.
in.
Worried about my house.
Who are the
These are
Squealers taking?
old people problems, man.
We got another tackle off
Hopefully
the
an
board,
offensive player.
fellers.
That's expected. Is this the
Offense?
Washington guy?
Troy Fontenot.
Yeah, this is where it should have been.
Okay.
Because if he was available in
makes
our
sense.
pick, I'd be like, okay, Jason, this is a tough decision. Because I would have never expected him to be there.
Now, do the Dolphins want an edge or in like a defensive lineman to replace Christian Wilkins?
I think Dolphins. Yeah, yeah, Xavier Worthy. I hope.
Could you imagine that speed?
Yeah.
That's Madden right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With all, I'm sure Mike McDaniel will find a new fun motion too.
Jeez, it'd be insane. They almost should just to ruin the NFL with their speed, but I think Plus was going to say it. Who they truly probably should get.
They should go after either Johnny Newton or Dallas Turner just because of Jalen Phillips and Chubb's.
Are we surprised that
injury.
Dallas Turner's the edge not taken yet?
I mean, it's not surprising. It's not.
To me, it just kind of is because I think everyone just expected it at 8, but I don't remember anyone else really taking him in mocks.
Right. Man, I really have to improve my spelling skills.
He is an interesting name, though. Give yourself some grace.
Well, I have to Google all these names. It's like Talise Fuaga, and then Olu Fashanu, and now we have Troy Fatnow.
But the thing is, you can't even put Olu. You have to put his full name.
Right.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins this is going to be the drama right here. The Kirk Cousins drama is going to be. I don't even think he'll start.
Well, Cousins going to start, but like my thing is, why were they so gung ho? Like, why did they tamper with Cousins if this was the plan all along?
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Krillin there.
Yeah, this is a good one here. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell falling out of the top 20. That's a good surprise. Yeah.
I mean, maybe what if there's a corner that's good enough to justify the pick? Maybe. Yeah, that's the one I was laughing at.
So funny. Oh my god.
Krillin, please tell me you're over 18. That's my only hope.
Oh my goodness. This is a good one.
We can't invite a 12-year-old on here, so I'm hoping he's an actual adult.
Draft to a spine.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh man.
The internet will always be undefeated.
It is.
Wow, it's crazy. We're already on pick 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving right along.
Yep. Yeah, I was actually pretty close with the Bucs being up around 10:30, but we're still 5 picks away. So
I was thinking midnight.
Yep.
Hey,
of course.
They make this be a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, okay, so Krillin's in our age group.
Oh, good,
so,
good.
Yeah.
Well, Krillin, you are a funny guy for a 34-year-old, I will say. Because my humor as I've gotten older has been very dad jokey. Like if Austin Powers was, a white boy living in North Carolina.
I could almost see that.
Oh man.
Twitter's dying on me again. Come on, Elon. This is the one day a year I ask for you. This and free agency are all I ask for football.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Cam Hayward is still he's just a big dude.
He is huge.
He's got that just for men look going on, and I think
it's yeah. Yeah, he does pull it off. He pulls it off well. So how many offensive tackles have we had so far? Let me go look at the draft tracker here.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I got
6 offensive tackles already. There's probably more to come.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the talk going into the draft that there could be 7. So
Mm-hmm.
all right, Twitter's back up. Come on. Nope, it's down again.
Yep. Good to see you in here, Danny. Appreciate the comment. Yeah, defense I think is definitely where the Bucs would like to. Yeah, where they would like to go. But we just have to see if who's available. I think this definitely could be a surprise pick for the Bucs. I don't know if they do it, but taking a receiver, maybe a Brian Thomas Jr. I'm
surprised he hasn't been taken yet.
Yeah,
with just considering all the offensive guys that are off the board.
Right. Oh, sorry, Mark.
Troy Fatano.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Miami's still pick is not even in yet. Damn.
Maybe they try to trade back.
Oh, Twitter's back up. Thank you.
It's down?
No, like I haven't been able to load anything for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh.
I just have to keep closing the app, reopening it, and it'll work for like 2 seconds, then it'll crash.
Everyone's got the same idea.
Again, I ask Elon for 2 days a year, or really 4 days a year, where really I can just have Twitter just working. Like,
at least he slowed down with the thought bots. I haven't been getting them like I used to.
Oh, I've been getting
thought bots.
I always get blank in my bio every single time I post anything.
I just started saying that to everybody now.
Jeez Louise. So Dolphins fans are saying Grant, like they want Graham Barton. I just keep seeing Barton everywhere.
That's who they should pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Graham Barton is definitely a good player here. So I think it could be something that makes sense for Miami.
No trades. Pick is in.
But say Al Bundy said Miami Newton. I was like, no, and they said dot dot dot. I mean, let's see.
We got another surprise, boys and girls.
Is it Xavier?
Nope.
It
is defense.
Chop? Is it Chop?
It is Chop.
Yeah! Yeah!
I gotta put it
poor Jason Cornell's probably pissed.
Hell yeah.
I've seen it from 2 local guys, just haven't seen it from a national guy yet, but the 2 local guys, like, it's legit. Like, their accounts are legit.
Hell yeah. I'm super excited about that. Thank you.
A third one. Yep, Albert Beer.
I did not want to be on the clock with Chop Robinson.
With him on there.
Just don't give
him
me
just there being an option.
Don't give me hope.
Right.
Yep.
This is lining up so well for me. Ooh, let's see. Let us see. Okay. Chop to the dog. I mean, let's think about it. They had both their edge rushers go down with serious injuries last year. Bradley Chubb, what was it, ACL? I think Phillips was Achilles, right?
Achilles, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Shaq Barrett's coming off a season removed from an Achilles.
Yeah. Damn, they're 4 deep then. So he's gonna have a rough time getting on the field.
Well, I mean, they're playing to beat Mahomes. Like that.
Well,
That's
they're going about it all wrong.
Yeah, they are. Look what we did.
Yeah,
I don't want to beat them in the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs are 1 or 2 offensive line injuries away from basically that Super Bowl.
All right. So we got a question in here from B. Presley. He's asking you, Mark, who do you want the Bucs to pick?
And David answered it immediately. Mark wants Newton.
There you go.
Johnny Newton is secretly my guy. There's no secret at all about it. Like, I want Johnny Newton big time. A guy that'd probably be a secret would be Xavier Worthy.
Nina Kimes is saying she thinks it's going to be a cornerback here.
But Johnny Newton, you're getting an upgrade, massive upgrade over Logan Hall, a guy that you can literally have on the field, and you have to forcefully take him off the field because he's good at everything.
Fig Newton.
Fig Newton, hell yeah. Could you imagine the advertisement he's going to get?
Yeah.
You don't have to mess up his first name, which that's why they call him Johnny, because he can't say it.
Yeah, a lot of advertisement there, so that's a great opportunity for sponsors. And Krillin's right here. A lot of good corners available. So
all 5 corners still available.
Yeah, so definitely could see a run of corners start to happen.
You know what's transpired today is also giving me hope that the Bucs may not have to reach in round 2 either.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we haven't seen one inside offensive lineman yet. So if they did want to go guard or center, we know that's Light's MO is round 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the name that's been thrown around a lot for the Bucs is from like Peter Report and everyone is been Graham Barton. And if he does fall to us, it's almost like a need fell into the best player available on the board. Like, he is a damn good athlete.
He'd be going from left tackle to left guard too.
But he's played interior before. He's played center.
He didn't play guard in college. He played left tackle and center.
But I mean, you look at Jason Light. He don't give a crap. He's like, you can play left tackle. Okay, you're going to play left guard now.
Well, I think it's great also if we did have an injury because we know we have Light can find inside offensive line depth. So if Graham needed to play tackle, like for a game or two, at least that could be an option.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm the one that I think he can get him in the later rounds, yes. But I mean, if a great need fits the highest player on your board, I can see why he would do it.
I'd rather have him than one of the 2 centers personally. If we're gonna go offensive line, he's my preferred.
I agree with that. Because like our left guard, there's a hole. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said my piece about Rubber Hainsey, but he is serviceable. He's good at making the calls. Like, he's just not. He can't hold the point, yes, but still he does pass block pretty well. He's
and
active.
if they do retain him, he's going to be a cheap guy to retain there as well.
Yeah.
So you'd be paying Wirfs. You'd have Gadecki cheap. You would have what's his face, right guard. Mock would be cheap.
Mock.
Assuming center would be cheap, and then you'd have another cheap or relatively cheap first round like type of left guard. Like, I think that's a good way to money manage the offensive line if they went that direction. But I still think it's going to be D-lined in some capacity. Unless he loves one of those. Again, if there's not one of the corners picked and he loves one of the corners, I'd be okay with that. But I'm with you. I don't understand the Newton. It's not like anyone said anything bad about him, but he's just been like forgotten. Like, no one just talking about him.
Well, because he wasn't at the combine, so you don't get the publicity for that.
But even then, he's still top 2 at his position.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people say he should have been the first at his position.
That's what I mean. But worst case, he's top 2.
Yeah. So, like, but the thing is, I always think defensive tackle doesn't get the I guess highlights or notoriety that defensive edge players get, like Chop, who I'm watching on the TV right now. They get the pretty photos, they get the hype photos, and
like Jadeveon Clowney did.
Yeah, defensive tackles just do the dirty work, and they're the majority of the ones that get the job done.
Well, and especially if we're not going to really draft another like early, let's say, linebacker, beefing up the defensive line internally is going to help David and Britt or whoever's playing in the middle. So, like, that's still, it's not like a sexy pick, but it helps a lot.
No, I mean, a defensive tackle that can pass rush and stop the run. I mean, Logan Hall can't stop the run. Okay, like,
he's on the ground too much.
Yes, Johnny, or he just gets blown back as he stands
put in
straight
a
up.
washing machine and he kind of put on spin cycle.
I mean, but to be honest, he did improve. I always have to say that. It's just, I mean, it was pretty bad to start off. But just Johnny Newton's a massive upgrade. And if you can get all three, Vita Vea, Cansey, and him rushing at the same time, like you can't take them off the field. Like they're just that damn good. And you can use Cansey even more as an X factor or variable piece where you can literally have him off the edge, standing up like how he had him in the playoffs, where it was like, what the hell is Cansey doing? Where is he at? Like Johnny Newton adds that to your defense because he's just that damn good of a consistent player.
Also, Cansey could play a little bit outside even as well.
That's what I was saying.
Eagles are the first team under 2 minutes, and they're all approaching 1 minute left. 1 minute left on the clock.
Maybe a trade.
I mean, if it goes down this close, that's usually the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff
Lurie. It looks like they're on the phone right now. So
who?
The Eagles.
They're showing to the war room.
Yeah, they're showing Roseman on the phone. So
there's no way.
We're at 50 seconds. This is counting down.
Yeah.
50.
Do we get a Minnesota situation where they get?
Pick is in 47 seconds left.
I don't think there's been a Minnesota situation since.
No, that's been a one-time thing. I'm happy though that it happened to Florio's team though.
Saban's a good media guy. I like him.
Cherry on Arnold.
Is Saban on ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wasn't Belichick on somewhere? I don't know where he was.
No, this is AB. What is this?
Quinion Mitchell.
Corner. Yeah, he's the best corner, and to get him at 22 is pretty good for.
It's their need though too. So
yeah,
they have two older guys who didn't perform well last year.
Right.
Nice to get some youth in there.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's still good for the Bucs.
Yeah, you can play with Devin White.
Mm-hmm.
How do we think Devin will end the season as an Eagles starter linebacker?
If he keeps going rogue, no.
Well, see, the thing is, they have the defensive line to hold up.
No, I
think
they've
been getting away with lesser talent for so long.
I think he'll get outplayed by what's the Georgia linebacker?
Yeah, I forgot his name too.
N'Kobe Dean.
The thing is, he doesn't have Levante David there.
No. I think N'Kobe Dean's gonna be like, oh well, maybe bigger, but I'm just as quick to the ball. I fly around everywhere.
I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I know
what's going on. Like I can just see it going on. Devin White's like, is that play to the left? It's to the right.
No, my favorite though is when he does read something perfectly, he overruns it. That's what pisses me off more because it's like, hey, like if you didn't read something right, like, and I can understand like the mistake process, but like when you read it right and you just go past it like Gerald McCoy would on simple run plays, like that's just the killer because you don't have any. You're the support.
Exactly.
That's why Antoine Winfield will lead the team in tackles or be second behind David because he's cleaning up whatever Devin White missed.
That's why Jordan Whitehead was such a huge
piece. Do you take a Cooper DeJean?
Don't get Plus started. Plus, go ahead. Take it away.
I know he's Trevor Sycamores guy.
I mean, all I have to do is
talking about
play this clip.
Plus,
I mean, the new kickoff rules help DeJean, though. That's like, to me, he comes in day one.
I mean, all I have to do is just, look at these ball skills. He actually catches the football to pick it off. I mean, dude is.
You can catch a ball with two hands in the defensive back.
Yeah.
He was like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He looked like a wide receiver. He ran
I
the
mean,
route
imagine
for him.
if Dean catches the ball in the end
He
zone
ran
versus
the route
the
for him.
Lions.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, the dude is good. I love him, especially as a cover 3 corner. That's what the Bucs are
That's
playing
what they're
more
gonna
of,
play, yeah.
and it just makes a lot of sense. I mean, he's great in zone, and I love it. And I think he still has untapped potential as far as getting better as a man cover corner. So I think he would be a really good fit. Really good.
Yeah.
So
But the
yeah, I would
biggest
love.
thing, like you always say, like we play so much more zone than man, even though it looks like we play man so much. Like we're in cover 3 a lot,
Right.
and he's best in zone. If his eyes are at the quarterback, he can do some damage, and he can play anywhere. He's just such like that play you just put there.
That's talent right
I
there.
wish you could back that up so much because like he literally is watching his receiver go inside, but the quarterback's throwing outside. He's like, "Oh, I'm going outside."
Mhm.
Did he start off as a wide receiver?
So in high school, he was a tremendous athlete. The guy played baseball. He was a track and field athlete. He also played basketball. The dude was everything in high school. So just awesome athlete. He played receiver for a little bit, and then I think he also played quarterback as well. So his understanding of schemes and offenses are already at a high level. So just his football IQ is pretty up there. And he just gives you so much. Like my comparison, I look at him like a Brian Branch, but more versatile because he can play outside corner and he can play inside, in your slot defender. He could play safety if you need him to play safety. So he just gives you a lot as far as the player goes.
Yeah, everyone wants him at safety.
They got to
because
show
he's
the
so
Jags
good.
war room.
He's just so good with his eyes towards the quarterback. He can read and diagnose so well. That's why they want him at safety. But
Right.
I mean, I don't think we'd use him there just based off of.
But he could play it. He could play both.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And that's why he could be an X factor where like don't pigeonhole him to be one guy. He could play multiple positions. Like and he's not scared to get in there in the running game. Like there's a lot of things he can fill where just see what he does best and let him go.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I
Nestor,
mean,
no, the pick hasn't been made yet. You're right on time.
All right, we're good. So yeah, only 3 picks away here, which is awesome, and still a lot of good players available. You still have Dallas Turner, you still have Johnny Newton, you still have corners. Terry and Arnold, I think, would be a perfect fit for what Todd Bowles likes to do.
No, Dallas Turner's
Cooper
gone,
DeJean, Dallas Turner, my bad. Yeah, he went to Minnesota. So we still have Jarrett Verse available. Or no, Verse went as well. So all the edges are gone. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Way to brain fart there, Plus. Way to
go. Plus been drinking.
Right, who allowed this dumbass? Who allowed this dumbass to be on the stream? I've had no alcohol tonight, and I can't. Yeah.
Wow,
it's brain juice, Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
Dolphins fans are losing their mind over this
exactly.
one, or this pick. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, we got Graham Barton. We got
all the offensive linemen are there. So.
Yeah.
Well, interior linemen, and that's what we need. But let's see.
Ooh, Jaguars pick is in. It's a sexy pick.
Sexy for receiver. They need a receiver though.
Yeah.
It's got to be Brian Thomas.
It is. That's why I was not being.
Okay. Well, they needed that.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Now, do Cowboys go JPJ?
They should.
I think they like Graham Barton. I think
that's who I was. I did a mock with a friend earlier, and that's what I did for them was Barton. Because I think
it's going to go Graham Barton, and it's going to go.
They pick the good offensive linemen that are versatile.
Yeah, I think it's going to go Graham Barton and then Cooper DeJean at the Packers pick. And then the Bucs will be left with either JPJ, Johnny Newton, or Terry and Arnold, who is really damn good.
Would be yeah.
I would say stick and pick. Don't get cute.
Yeah.
You
I
had
wanna
the
try to
extra
trade
third.
down.
Don't get cute.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, Jason Light would probably sit there and be like, you know what? We could probably get someone 3 picks
I
later.
mean, if you drop 1 or 2, but I don't think you're really anyone at 28 is really looking to go to 26.
No. I mean, Buffalo doesn't want to trade up because their receivers are going to be there. Arizona, probably not.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know. Like, that's the only trade up scenario. Like, Buffalo's worried someone's going to take a receiver or trade up above them for a receiver. Like, the Chiefs would overlap them and take, like, Xavier Worthy or because
That's
if
the
they're
only team I would consider trading with is Buffalo if I'm the Bucs.
Yeah. Because that's the only worry. Like, okay, Brian Thomas Jr. off the board. Holy shit, another receiver off. Is someone else going to want a receiver and jump me because he's off the board? That's the only way I would trade down if I'm Jason Light.
And I don't think it's worth going to the Chiefs pick just for my 2 cents here. I think Buffalo is you lose maybe 1 pick between your 2 selections there because you know who's coming up for who. It's probably receiver. And then there's the only chance of losing one of them.
Yeah.
At 27.
I'm with you there. And then David said only 2 trades have happened. Is it literally the Vikings making 2 trades?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're both Vikings.
Damn. Do they have no more picks later?
No, for the first round. I think they still have a 2 and a 3, but they're probably out of 4 or 5 and have an extra 6 because they also traded next year's 3 to move up for the second time.
Damn.
So they have something like that.
Okay.
They'll probably trade back in round 2 to recoup some stuff.
All right, let me ask y'all because Plus and I had this debate. Brian Thomas Jr. Did y'all look at him at all?
Yes.
What do you think of him?
I think there's enough there. I mean, I think it's good value getting him in the 20s. But I mean, he has all the tools. He's just not as polished as the top 3. Like to me, he's the clear. If there's 1A, 1B, 1C, he's in that clear 2 tier, 2 or 3. Depending on how you tier the first 3 guys.
How far do you think he is from like? Are you saying he's really close to Marvin Harrison Jr. and Neighbors and?
I think it's a clear break, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like those 3, I think people can debate. But I think he's clear 4 in my eyes.
Okay.
But it's a clear tier break from the top 3 guys. I think getting him to 23 and after trading down is a great move for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's very, very solid.
If they stick
maneuvering
him at 19, I wouldn't have blinked an eye either. But trading down and still getting him, I think that's great.
Yep, good win. With that said, guys, I want to give a quick turn of the page. Guys, hit that like button. Again, appreciate everyone being in here. We got almost 140 people in here, which is awesome. So be sure to support the channel. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new in here. We appreciate everyone coming in here. So it's good to see everybody joining the stream. The Buccaneers are almost up, so that's going to be pretty exciting as there's a lot of good players still available for them to target.
Well, Ken, I guess you're the good luck charm because.
Oh, so Mark, you're saying you want me back next year?
I mean, every time you're on, is the numbers show. It's like get that beater off and get on there.
Yeah, Ken was the part of the live stream where we had, I think, almost close. I think we were over 300 at one point.
You want to know what's funny? I'm thinking about this now. Awesome. I was late to the Logan Hall pick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, then stay on, because when you're on, good things happen.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be on tomorrow night, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Yeah. Are you not going to be on tonight? Are you going?
Oh no, I'll be here. I'll be here through the Bucs pick because I don't think they're going to be picking after that. Then I'll probably just watch on my phone just because I have work tomorrow. So
yeah. Speaking of Bucs pick, guys, let's go ahead. I want to play something because this is just a fantastic reaction from us from last year. Just a little flashback to good old memory lane. So I want to pull. Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna pull it up here. Let me see. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God!
And he fits that
Can't
role
see- are
perfectly.
Getting my
no.
reaction right now. Getting my reaction right
okay.
now.
All right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have looked at that.
What was it?
I can't unsee it.
I got a text.
I can't see.
Do you want to know?
I can't see it.
How about
Is
this?
it-
Less
Is
than
it-
that.
I
can't
If
see.
you guess a position.
I can't see.
Guess a position.
Quarterback?
No.
Okay,
Is
that's
it
good.
Elijah Cansey? Will Levis is
Yeah.
I
That. Yeah.
It's
I can't see
Elijah
it.
Cansey.
Oh,
No, it isn't.
wow.
That's what I said.
Wow.
What? How many
Actually-
years have we fought this? How many freaking years did we fight this that they weren't going to do it, and then they freaking do it?
I actually like that. That was pretty awesome. I did some editing there, cut out the F-bomb later that was dropped by Mike. But everyone was so excited. I think I'm still stunned to this day. I was stunned there. I couldn't believe it. That's why I was like kind of just frozen when I was speaking. Yeah, just complete shock that they took Elijah Cansey, and obviously he was the right pick, and a great pick at that.
It was funny because I had watched a little bit of Cansey, but I just like I just didn't think he was the Bucs cup of tea. I'm like, I'm not going to invest my time really in this because this would be ideal, but we just never do it. And then Mark just goes. What's not in that clip is Mark goes on like a 5-minute rant. I'm like, why he wants Elijah Cansey, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting warmed up to it, but I know it's not going to happen. And then
Cowboys trading down.
Looks
No,
like
there's
it.
still 1 minute left, and the Cowboys have. Oh wait, no, they are trading down from the 24th overall pick. Good call, Gene. It has
With
not
who?
listed who the trade partner is. Lions moving up.
Oh,
So it's got to be an edge, right?
Yep.
that could be.
I mean, yeah, an edge next to Hutchinson.
Wait, no. That could be Barton.
Could
Did
be.
they
Really?
lose a guard, or
They
did they
but
did they re-sign? No,
the Lions stockpile offensive linemen like no other team.
yeah. Oh, yeah, because they lost Jonah Jackson to the Rams, so maybe they go after Graham Barton here, or JPJ. It could be JPJ, to be honest, because their center is older in rank.
He was his. I mean, granted, yeah, you can make
Glasgow?
the argument. He held Vita
No,
Vea.
the other guy,
Oh,
Frank Ragnow, I
Ragnow.
think it is.
Ragnow, yeah.
Yeah.
no, like he was holding Vita Vea that whole second half, but he was hurt. The fact that he was even able to do anything.
Oh, Button said
Ragnow was
Newton?
awesome.
Is that what happened?
Oh, it
What?
could be Newton. Yeah, Newton would be a
Is it?
great pair to put with Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, that would be a great move for them.
There would be them. They'd trade above us to get him, too.
Yep. They probably knew we were
Right.
targeting him.
Mark's
They
talking
traded
too damn much.
73 along with 29 for 24 and a 7th next year.
Okay.
Wow.
So they don't have a 3rd round pick if they traded us the other one for CD3.
Yep. Who's it gonna be?
People
this
think
is
it's
kinda
people are woo!
No.
So they traded for CD3, but they go back to
No.
the defensive backfield. And I won't say who. I'll let y'all guess, but it's a
Oh, they
corner.
got Terry and Arnold.
It is Arnold.
That's the best one on the
Well,
board. You
because
got to.
I mean that right before I saw the final tweet there, it was people saying, "Oh, jumping the Packers for a corner," and I was just about to make the comment, "Oh, that makes a lot of sense."
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's not just them, us, too.
Yeah.
They rob us.
Yeah.
No, because they had terrible pass defense last year. Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that's why I was like, "Well, we can win this damn game."
I mean, if Dean catches that interception in the end zone, we have a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. If Mike catches the pass that ends up being an interception, that there's a lot of what ifs, but I mean,
So what does Green Bay do now?
I think
Cooper
Dean's
Dean.
been their guy.
yeah, like all of us think
Yeah.
that
Cooper.
they need secondary.
What
Yeah.
if they choose a wide
Or they could
receiver
go
just
offensive line
because
as well.
A-Rod left.
What's that?
So what if they chose a receiver just because A-Rod left?
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Suck it.
Give Jordan Love all the weapons.
Wait, so who did the Jets actually take? They take
They
an
took
offensive lineman?
at left tackle.
Okay, not Fuaga, right?
I believe.
Yeah, Fuaga.
Fuaga.
Yeah, I believe it's
Yeah,
Fuaga.
Fuaga.
No, excuse me, Fashanu.
Oh, okay.
Fashanu.
Oh yeah, the Saints got Fuaga.
Oh, the Penn State guy they took.
Yes.
Yeah, Penn
Okay,
State.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Saints
so
got
many-
Saints are the
Fuaga.
ones who got Fuaga.
So many F last names.
Yeah.
Weird.
Especially a tackle.
Right.
All right, so Bucs are almost on the clock.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I think this has to be Cooper.
Right before the Bucs too. He's the most logical pick. I'll say that. You get a guy who can play anywhere in your secondary, and that's what you need the most.
Terrion Arnold with the fresh threads.
I just want to say we are right again. We said JPJ would be available at 26, and looks like he's going to be available. So
I was listening to Josh on the Pewter Report before I hopped on here, and he was talking about what happened with Linderbaum. Same exact thing. It's like, oh, top tier center gets mocked in the teens, the entire offseason. Then the month before the draft, it's in the 18 to 22 range. Then a couple weeks before the draft, it's in the 22 to 28 range. Like, then it takes a team like the Ravens, who just take BPA, are the ones who take them.
But I know Jason Light hates me.
hey, we agree with you. So
y'all know I'm wanting.
Did you guys think that JPJ would be the pick?
No, I was just saying that we thought he would be available. Like a lot of, when after the Senior Bowl, everyone thought he was going top 20 or whatever. And I was like, no, he's going to be there at 26. Now, I didn't think Graham Barton would be available, but he is. And, it just shows you that, again, value on interior offensive linemen are not as big of a priority. You see all the positions that have been picked so far, all premium positions, with the exception of Brock Bowers, who's a tight end, but still he adds value like a receiver. So
I'll say this. I would, at this juncture, if he doesn't get taken at 25, I would take Graham Barton over JPJ.
Agree.
No, I agree.
Right.
Graham Barton's the better player.
That, and then with that said, I mean, even what you were saying with centers, like Creed Humphrey, I thought was one of the best centers in a while, and he fell all the way to the Chiefs, right?
No, I thought he was second round.
Right?
Was he second round?
Yeah,
he
was second.
Yeah,
they took him
round.
and then Trey Smith in the sixth.
He was.
That's how they picked their offensive line.
The Chiefs traded up to him, right? I think they.
Creed Humphrey was a. What happened?
Packers. They did not take a corner. They did not take an edge.
They didn't.
Oh wow.
They did not take a receiver.
Their guard
And a tackle.
They need
offensive.
They need offensive
tackle.
Yeah, they need offensive.
The Oklahoma guy.
Morgan.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Arizona.
He's
guy.
He's a good player.
I just didn't think he was going to go round one just because there were 7 other guys.
Shit, I got to start walking around now.
Oh my goodness.
Bucs are now on the clock.
The Bucs
are on the clock, ladies and
Bucs
gentlemen.
are taken.
And we got Cooper DeJean available. We got Newton available. The whole shebang is available.
What was her name? Ashley, who was like the one who led the charge on who, like, if all of these players were taken before the Bucs, who do you want? Literally the exact opposite. Thank goodness played out where it's look at all of these options the Bucs have available.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What are we going to do?
So many places. I mean, if I had to rank them, obviously I would go Newton number 1. I would go DeJean probably 2, then Barton, and then probably JPJ as the fourth option. But
Greg
God,
Almond's
it's-
saying Barton or JPJ. So
okay.
That's what he's saying. Well, okay, then it's Barton.
no, he's asking, but like
Oh, okay.
Almond's right outside the room. Like
Gotcha.
they have to at least be hearing whispers, you would imagine.
I don't know.
Now
if
he
could...
throws out DeJean or Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Okay.
So those are the four, I guess, that he's possibly hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if we.
Bucks are on the clock.
I'm gonna say Graham Barton, 100%. Put it down.
Damn.
Need met, best player available. I mean, I would put Newton above him, but hey, Jason has his board.
JC Allen, Barton, JPJ, or Newton.
It's Barton. I'm confident in Barton.
I think it's
Yeah.
Barton or Newton, which I'm okay with either.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, it would be great picks.
Trenches, no matter what. How many times did he mention trenches? Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we know.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
Blight's
enough.
pretty good on day 2 with corners as well. So, I mean, we have a I mean, they're not like Jalen Ramsey here in the draft, but we got some decent corners that are sliding here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the extra third. So maybe that's a day 2 position.
I 100% agree with that statement. Graham is a steal
Mhm.
here as well. If you've
Yeah.
heard him talk, he is like
he's
a
great.
business, right? Like he almost seems like an Ali Marpet kind of type of guy. Like
He is. Yeah. Ali Marpet 2.0.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we all know I want Newton, but damn.
I mean, you help Baker Mayfield here, and again, you just signed him to a big contract. You get interior protection, which you need. Obviously, upgrading the guard spots. Now you expect Cody Mock to take a step forward, and now you put Barton as your left guard next to Tristan Wirfs. That's a dynamic duo right there, an athletic duo that can get out in the move, help you in the screen game, help you in the run game. It just makes a lot of sense. Yep, exactly. And Baker's one of those quarterbacks that he needs that interior pocket to be clean where he can step up into his throws. I think it would be a great selection.
And it helps out Robert Hainsey. You get a better left guard that'll help him out, so you don't have to put too much on him.
Right, exactly.
I mean, whatever little bit of weakness I thought he was, he gets a crap ton of help when he has an actual legit good left guard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it helps the running game too, and also Barton can pull, so you can do more in the run game.
Yep.
I mean, what's his face from the Jaguars, or not the Jaguars, the Chargers? What was the left guard that we started the year with?
Oh, Filer.
Filer.
Yeah, Matt.
Filer couldn't
Yeah,
pull
Matt.
well.
No.
He was a big body.
Yeah, he was a big
But
body.
also, I mean, it gives you flexibility too. Yeah.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, correct?
I was going to say Barton, it gives you flexibility.
All right.
Don't even look at the feeds, guys. Let's get this live. Let's get.
Yeah.
I know everyone's looking.
I want to have live reaction. No one in the chat say who the pick is. No one.
Hush, 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 hush. I know everyone. I know everyone's. I don't even.
It's you have a 50-50 shot here, boys. You're gonna be happy.
All right. I know. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, you already saw it? You already saw it?
Yeah.
Curse you, KB.
I didn't tell you.
All right. As long as we're going to be happy.
To know
that's
it's
all that matters.
50-50.
Okay.
It's 50-50, Mark.
Okay.
Awesome. I love it.
I'm gonna say it's Graham Barton because we talked him up, and we're gonna just don't tell me. Let's just.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not looking at you. I'm not doing anything. I'm
But
just
clearly it's a good pick, and we made the right decision.
I'm not.
If it's anything we said throughout,
I'm not looking
it's a
at
good
you.
pick.
It's not a trade down.
It's a
Pick is
kicker.
All right. That's good. That's good.
I think that's
Go
great,
on.
though.
That joke
We can
is
talk
never
about
gonna
that
die.
here for a second. I think a lot of fans would say, oh, you could have traded back and gotten any of these types of players. I think the draft went as good as it could possibly have gone. Don't get too cute with this. Again, and everyone was when I was looking for Bucs related material, there was a lot of comments like Bucs should have maybe packaged a third and moved up to 22 for the exact player that we're talking about, like, or 19, try to get up there for this guy before there could have been a run. So I'm super excited for, and again, in light, we freaking trust.
Al's not a
What a
fan.
loser pick.
Gotta trust the process.
Classic.
Oh, what a loser. What
You
a
compared
loser
our pick to the Falcons.
Yeah.
Are we taking a quarterback?
Are we recreating last year?
No.
Right? Like what?
Well, Jason didn't take
Is
any
it Levis?
time. He was
Right.
pick was in within a minute.
He was ready.
My balls are starting to hurt.
At least you know it's one of your guys.
That's what matters.
This is one of your
I'm happy
stand
about
on
that.
the table. This
Boy,
is one of my
Jason
guys.
Light didn't waste any time. The pick is in.
I'll tell you what, Arizona is going to get a really good player in Cooper DeJean, if that's who they go with.
How do you know they're already taking him?
I'm just thinking. That's just my thought. But actually, Arizona could use Johnny Newton, which would make a lot of sense.
So you already know the pick too, plus?
I don't know the Bucs pick. I'm not looking at the chat either. I'm trying to
me
hide
either.
it.
Mark, I think it's good for me to know because remember the good luck charm is me
Yeah.
knowing and me
That is
teasing.
true. That is true.
Besides, I'm as impatient as it comes. So
I mean,
We all want it now. We want those instant results.
right?
Yeah, we're going back to the old school here where you kind of had to watch TV to figure out who the pick was.
I mean, I hope
Yeah, I love
I
it.
hope it's at least someone that we did a film study on.
I
That-
took
that
off.
would help.
I even turned off the chat. I turned off the comments, so I'm not even seeing the comments right now.
We got
no one
film
spoiled it in
study.
the comments, just FYI.
What's that?
No one spoiled it in the comments.
All right.
Sure,
good.
yeah.
Except for
Everyone's being-
Funkawab put punter. Obviously he's
Nice.
correct. We have
Yes.
to
will never
move
die.
on from Jake Kamara.
You got it. Yeah. You got to have two punters in this game.
Oh,
Depth.
with the
He-
new
he did
kickoff
mention
rules?
depth.
With the new
Yeah.
kickoff
Mention-
rules, you never know.
Remember, he did mention depth.
I mean,
Right.
Jake
What we had.
Kamara might be the new inside linebacker for all we know.
Yeah.
There we go. I love it. I think he could do it. He's got the
I think
4.5
he could do it.
speed. He got 4.5 speed.
Yeah. He put up a good. I think he put in the teens on the bench too.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Kamara.
Al said, "I'm exaggerating. I'm sad. That's all." Well,
Don't
I
be,
don't.
don't be sad.
I want to say who would you have rather have had, but I don't. Let's see who it is first. Then we'll
No,
see who would
he
you have rather had.
Johnny Newton. That's what you wanted.
Hell yeah, I want him too. But I mean, as long as it's trenches, I'm assuming it has to be Graham Barton.
Mm-hmm.
It has to
I'm
because
thinking yeah.
it's the best need matching, best player
Yeah.
available in Jason Light's opinion. I mean, think about it. Last
Yeah.
time he did that, it was Tristan Wirfs. Imagine those two next to each other. Graham Barton measured out athletically incredibly. So if that's your left side, geez. I mean, yes, it's not the sexy pick. Hell, it could be Xavier Worthy. You never know. Maybe so.
That would be fun.
Well, it is Xavier Worthy, so you're correct.
No, it's
Awesome.
not. No, it's not.
That would be awesome.
They got a fat ugly.
They've got enough commercials.
But think about it. If yeah, I think he's going safe. He's going. Let me protect my investment. Let me get that running game going. Get that offense looking nasty as hell. And Todd's going to lean on whatever the hell he can get later rounds. The rest of the draft's all defense. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. No, I think, tomorrow you're set up still very well. I mean, you still have a lot of potential edge rushers that I think makes sense in round 2. You still have corners that make sense at 57. You still could go receiver. I think there's a good group of receivers left. So
4 or 3 picks tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, definitely.
And very much a trade up option.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. You could trade one of those thirds to move up in the second round. You know,
all the
there's
potential
definitely
first round players getting pushed to the second round. That looks good for the Bucs.
Mhm.
Damn, there is a lot of commercials. What the hell?
Bucs and Jaguars have been a commercial like every draft.
Yeah, they always do this.
So what was y'all's reaction when Michael Penix got drafted?
Oh, my face.
You'll have to.
I literally
I'll definitely
just,
clip it and put it up.
Guess what? And they're like they figured like anyone else, probably like an edge or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I literally just go like this, Mark. And then their faces are like, no.
Exactly.
Don't they already have like the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
He's up there.
I think he's like
AP5,
number 2.
He's at least top 5.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about here?
Yeah, Graham Barton's the best player available on Daniel Jeremiah's board. So you get the 22nd ranked player according to him at 26. I think that would be excellent.
But is this the pick?
That's value.
Is that? I don't. Is that the pick though? Or is Kenny gonna
We don't know yet.
Wrong again.
They haven't announced it yet.
Yeah, they've been playing music. I'm not listening to it, obviously. Goodell's coming out now, but
yeah, here we go.
I got Nick Saban over here.
I'm a few seconds behind you guys, so
yeah,
that's what it's like living in Arizona.
Mine, they still haven't shown it yet on my.
I know these things.
It just became official on my screen.
Yeah, Goodell's recovering from back surgery,
Arizona
guys. Come on now.
Oh, okay. I don't know if ESPN's listing his position wrong, but it's interesting. Let me know when you guys see it. I want to talk about that.
All right, we're about to see it.
Graham Barton. There you go. Yeah, we're right.
All right.
But did you see what they listed him as?
Center.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
No,
I like it.
I like it very much. All right, so we were right. We were right. So need met, best player available. I agree with that again.
Oh, I love watching that FSU clip that they just showed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But he's really good.
Look at those
solid
feet.
pick for the Buccaneers. And instant starter.
Yeah.
And you got to draft starters. Like that's the key to the draft, drafting starters, and you look
Especially
to get 4 or 5 starters. Yep. And this guy can play center if they want him to play center. That would be awesome. I think he has the mental capacity to play center. A leader. He's a leader at Duke. Just a great athlete. Look, I mean, they're showing lacrosse film right now. So him playing lacrosse, knocking dudes over. Well, that's on NFL Network.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we'll play the tape here for you guys again. Just put it up on the screen. But I mean, you see him there, number 62.
Yeah, in the words of Bobby Boucher, 62.
Yeah. And there's the play I think Ken was referring to, where he pushes Jared Verse back, who is the top 20 pick as well. So he's just really good, really fundamentally sound, strong player, physical, nasty as well. So
I mean,
I believe if this had not been this draft, he may have gone higher. If people weren't taking quarterbacks and some of the other positions, I think he may have been one of those positions where he would have been, somebody would have grabbed him sooner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's from the highlights that you've shown and what ESPN has shown is literally what you hope a high school guy shows against high school talent, much less not in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Like dominating.
Yeah, he's every clip Plus is showing and what they've shown on ESPN is just him dominating the point of attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
like,
when
they're-
someone like Verse tries bull rushing him, he pops his hips back, and it's perfect footwork. Like I mean, I want to see him translate obviously to the inside, whether it be guard or
Yeah.
center. But
yeah,
mean,
like
this
those
is-
last two you saw, like it's just where the speed to power comes into consideration. Like that's why I was like, yeah, if he moves inside, he's gonna be phenomenal. But like outside, I was like, yeah, versus kind of schooling him on some of those, like spin moves, pushing the outside, then forcing inside. Where, yeah, he is a power guy. He's very aggressive, but if you get him thinking one thing, he's gonna slip, right? But consistently, yeah, he is damn good. So I fully agree with everything you're saying. He is a damn good player. Found your best left guard you can get. I don't know if he's gonna be center. I doubt they're gonna put him at center. I guess that's the argument, right?
that's why when it flashed on
That
the
might be a
screen-
future.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. No, what were you
Go
going to
ahead.
say?
Continue.
You plus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think interior. I mean, left guard or center. I think center might be his future position, because Hainsey's in a contract year, so maybe he takes over after this year. Maybe that's what they're thinking. But either way, he helps out your offensive line right away, and I think that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
He's the cleanest. He was the cleanest interior offensive lineman that they could get. And I know a lot of people were talking about, oh, well, let's wait till day 2 to get a guard, or wait till, day 3 or whatever. But when you have the opportunity to get the best interior offensive lineman, you take that opportunity and you do it. And you don't look back, because this guy is going to be a starter for 10 years or more for your team potentially. You got to take that chance. And what did they say? Offensive line is the safest pick as far as hit rate. That's why you take offensive lineman.
And we have an expert. We have
it makes a ton of sense
here in the
Well,
house.
I mean, I would say him and Alt were. My eyes were just focused on them. Granted, live from a sideline, you can't really see too much. But I would get each half. I'd get each of them on my side, and those two were the best. No, I'm sorry, Caleb Williams on that particular. Or not Caleb Williams. Sorry, the Duke quarterback. I'm forgetting his name. He was a pretty good quarterback, and Duke was in the top 15.
Riley.
Yeah, Riley. Sorry. Like he was getting all the hype for Duke and everything, but Graham Barton, Notre Dame couldn't do anything. I mean, the Duke offensive line controlled that game until it got out of hand when the Duke quarterback got hurt.
Buffalo Bills trade pick.
Oh,
Oh, he's
this
trading up
gotta
with
be
the
a
Bills
receiver.
again?
wait,
So-
who's trading with the Bills?
Chiefs, the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
The last
This
time
guy-
that
okay.
happened, it was for one Patrick Mahomes.
It could be
This is-
offensive tackle.
I think it's wide receiver.
Okay.
That's
It
what I
has-
think.
It has to be a receiver.
You have the Tyreek Hill type of guy available.
Yeah. And
And
you have
what was their offense missing last year? We learned that they don't need much on defense or skill weapons guys. But
See,
Kelsey
Kansas
is,
City's on the clock.
and we know what Taylor Swift does to pro athletes and just or celebrities in general.
Yeah, this has to be Xavier Worthy, right?
That's my pick is already in. That's my guess here. Let's see what I got.
Especially over Dallas, who a team that you would think would make some big splash like that.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Chiefs are
real
taking
quick,
Xavier
guys.
Worthy.
Real quick, guys. I want to thank Gene for you joining us here tonight. It was awesome having you on. I know you have to say goodbye, but it was just great to you being a part of this show once again, and hopefully we'll have you on tomorrow at some time as well.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are family, man. I mean, how long have we been doing this now?
Right?
Forever.
It's time, bro.
My man KB, of course, who's got my head right when it came to Tom Brady. And I mean, that's like my favorite story, but well, anyway, guys, everybody have a good night. I will see everybody tomorrow.
All right. Sounds
See you,
good.
Gene.
All right. Awesome.
So what?
I guess I should have
After that,
asked him if I wanted him if I wanted to end his stream or not. I guess I can keep it. I'll keep it going. That's fine.
get those minutes going.
So,
Get those minutes.
yeah,
All right. So Dallas still probably
pretty
takes
awesome.
JPJ,
Sorry, what was that? Thinking
Dallas
Dallas
probably-
still JPJ, is that what you said?
right? Are we thinking that or Frazier? I think they take center no matter what.
That's what I'm thinking. But
it's the best. It's the best value.
I mean, they
Right.
traded down too. So if you're going to trade down and get the least valuable position, but you're getting the top guy, like, or one of the top
Yeah.
guys, like,
Right.
makes sense.
Also, I want to say real quick, I'm very happy that the Buccaneers didn't take Chop Robinson or didn't have the chance to
Yeah.
take Chop Robinson.
Thank
And
you.
then also, we didn't take Darius Robinson as well because he was available. And I'm happy that he was the next pick after. So that makes me very, very happy for that. And I think he's a great fit for what Arizona does defensively. So that makes sense. So the guys went where they're supposed to, and the Buccaneers getting a very good offensive lineman. That is awesome. I think Baker's obviously a very happy man to have him in there. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Rashad White is going to love it. So
Hell yeah.
it's going to be great.
There's no like I said this prior to the draft. I was like, that was the only hole on offense. Defensively, we can pretty much fix any other area. There's no really big need on defense besides the safety, in which we already filled it with Jordan Whitehead. So the rest of the draft can be literally your best player available, whatever you want.
Mhm.
Whether you want to trade up in the second round, whether you want to keep all your picks, I think it's going to be defensively heavy.
Yeah.
Unless there's a receiver they like. But other than that, I think it's defense heavy.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
day two's got to be defense, and then you can sprinkle in running back, receiver, whatever. Day three, like, great. Well,
Yeah, I was
that-
just going to add.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just no, you're fine. I was just going to add to that. I was going to say, I think for tomorrow, receiver definitely is in play for pick 57 just because of the value potential is going to be there. Then you look at obviously edge, maybe a Marshawn Nealon if he falls. Also, you could look at potential corner. I really like Max Melton. Again, you have that Rutgers connection with Todd Bowles and also Christian Asian.
Also, the Greg Schiano connection. Don't forget about that.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, Cowboys pick is in.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Wait,
It's
do
a
we already
pewter
know?
report guy. It's a pewter report guy. That's my clue.
Oh, okay. It's going to be JPJ.
No, it's not a
No?
center.
Okay, so Jason Light even mentioned he's got a little Ali
Oh.
Marpet in him. He's got a little bit of Ryan Jensen in him.
Ooh.
He hasn't really said if he's going to be left guard or center yet, though. He
Yeah,
mentioned
they
a lot
probably
of
haven't
center.
asked yet, but someone's got to ask him tonight. If
Yeah,
they don't
right.
ask, they're not doing their job. So we got Tyler Guyton to the Cowboys.
I knew it'd be offensive line, right?
I'm surprised it's guard though.
Wait, who,
Yeah. But he's
Wait, who
a
are the Chiefs?
tackle.
Also,
Okay.
Guyton's a 6'7" guard, mind you.
That's typical Dallas sport fashion, though. They want massive linemen.
yeah, when Pewter Report put out that mock of Tyler Guyton, that made no sense to me.
Well, to me, it was also with Guyton. It's not. I mean, it's just weird for me to think that your left guard is your biggest body on the offensive line.
Right. And a short quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Also, it's like Barton, like again, played inside offensive line. Guyton, I thought was a left tackle in college, if I remember correctly.
I think, yeah, they're left tackle, right tackle. So
He doesn't want to say a position. Why the hell wouldn't you say a position?
they're probably just going to let him battle it out and see who wins the spot.
Gosh, there couldn't have been a better fit than Worthy and and the Chiefs.
Well, and also defensive tackle. We can always move up in round 2.
Oh
We
wow,
really wanted to have some fun.
that completely
far
flew over
reach.
my head.
What?
That completely went over my head. That Xavier Worthy was the pick. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Well, hopefully,
I think.
the
Hey,
Chiefs
hey, Mark, we
receivers
got it
will
right.
Yep. I think we got one right.
We got it right. We had Xavier Worthy in our mock draft, Ken, of the last live stream. So
I mean, the Chiefs trading up for him was my favorite trade up for the entire night. It was like if I did a mock, that was just always included. I mean, I did it all the way up to 19, so the fact that they got it at 28, that's a heck of a bargain. Wait,
Well, he
you
did
drafted him
say-
to the Bucs? Is that what you're saying?
no, had him to Kansas City.
The Chiefs, gotcha.
Yeah. That's funny though that the Bills just gave him Xavier Worthy as well.
They gave up potentially Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill to the Chiefs.
Yep.
In a span of like 3 or 4 years, or no, Mahomes has been in like 6 years now. For some reason, I forget Mahomes has been in the league as long as he has.
Oh, Mark, you might want to turn down the video there.
Whoopsies.
Yep. We might
Whoopsie, whoopsie.
How would it feel if you guys got copyright stricken by the Bucs?
Oh man, I would take the hit. Yeah, I would take the hit. So
he's mentioning this. It's going to be interior line regardless. He mentioned, it's going to be competition for Hainsey in our left guard, but that they wanted interior competition no matter what. And yes, I 100% agree with that. But I think no matter what, he's going to be left guard. I think he's just saying that just to see what's going to happen. Because
it also might be to push Hainsey too.
Yeah.
Maybe they can. Was it Brian Drew him? Make him work extra hard this offseason.
I mean, I think no matter what, he hit the nail on the head saying, like, no matter what, we needed interior offensive line help.
Yeah.
And if you put him at left guard next to Hainsey, it'll help Hainsey even more. You totally take Hainsey out. Do you move Hainsey to left guard? I don't know.
I think you go. I mean, they signed those 2 free agents that, obviously the guy from the Giants, he was actually pretty good at left guard. So maybe you go with him and start, Bredson, I think is his name. And they also have the guy from the Eagles that when he was in there, he showed promise. So we'll just have to see. But either way, it's adding more depth. It's adding more competition. It's adding an impact potential player. So I think it's really awesome.
Tyler Guyton is a big boy.
Yeah, he is big.
Holy. Thanks, Lane Johnson next month. Yeah, Lane Johnson's like 6'5", 320, right?
Mm-hmm. He's been the easiest name to spell this evening.
Ooh, Tyler Guyton?
Yeah, I know how to spell that.
So I think Robert will understand. And like you said,
well, I'm totally expecting that copyright tomorrow.
Ooh. Ravens going cornerback.
Oh, is it DeJean?
Nope.
It's gotta be DeJean.
Nope.
Don't be Johnny Newton.
It's not. It's a corner.
Oh.
It's not Johnny Newton.
Is it
Oh, is it
corn?
I
Kool-Aid?
mean, he would be a damn
Kool-Aid,
corner.
yeah,
Kool-Aid makes sense.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. It's got to
Nope.
be. What? It's not Cooper either?
ACC though.
Who else is there?
You can't tell me it's the Florida State guy this high.
No.
How about I say? There ain't no way.
Another blue blood in the ACC though.
Oh, I know who it is. Nate Wiggins.
Nate the
Oh,
Great.
okay.
Nate Wiggins, yeah.
Well, he did just say that he's going to be competition for Robert Hainsey. So maybe we were right. We did need his center.
I mean,
All
maybe it's left guard and center. They try them both, whatever he's most comfortable with, and whichever one he'd be starting at. Heck, maybe they find a guard or center sometime in this draft too.
Because I was just hoping like to get your left guard covered. I mean, do you put Hainsey at guard? But like,
No, I don't think Hainsey would be guard. Hainsey would just be
No.
the backup center, and then you start the one of the free agents that you brought in.
yeah.
Now, again, they could still draft a guard at some point, but I doubt they start 2 rookie offensive linemen. But it's been
No,
done.
better not.
It's been done before. Yeah, it's been done before. So
Did that team have a good playoff run?
Wait, Mark, you're expecting the Bucs to make the playoffs? Didn't they? Doesn't everyone say the Falcons are the favorite and the Saints are the second favorite?
Because Penix is going to help them really get deep into the playoffs.
I still can't believe that.
That's to me either.
I started setting up when that happened. I was like, what? What the hell just happened?
That is.
I started laughing as I was putting my laptop up. I was like, what the shit is this? What? I don't know. I'm hoping he just takes left guard and runs with it.
What if Johnny Newton falls to 57?
Well, I'm saying if you want to trade up in round 2, I mean,
yeah, go get Newton.
The extra third, you get back a 4 or 5 or something. Like, maybe.
Yeah, get a 5th back, and then you're good to go.
I'm not gonna lie, if they did that, I'd be on cloud 9.
Hey, I'm gonna be on the podcast tomorrow, Mark. So maybe they will.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be like 2 of the best interior linemen in this draft.
Oh yeah, yep.
It would be unreal. Jason would be literally jumping in his pool, dancing like a fool after that. Well, think about it. How much do you need to trade up in the second? You don't even need to give up a third. You can just give up a
That's
fourth,
what I'm
right?
saying. You might even get away with a 4th. Like, I don't know, depending on how far they want to go.
So it's possible.
Well, he's going to be, if he does make it to the second round, he's going to be like
on how far.
one of the top 10 picks.
I mean, I don't think Buffalo's going to take him, and maybe San Fran here, but San Fran's got some other stuff that they need too. They also are coming off of not having very many picks, so, and they might have to lose Ayuk or something. Like, you never know. They know their situation.
Let's see. Okay, so San Fran, who's their edge opposite Nick Bosa?
What's his face? Just signed with the Saints.
Yeah, and we got Gregory. Who's the other guy?
Wait, didn't they just get a? I thought they just got a free agent.
I know they traded for Young last year, but I don't know who they signed. I'm pulling it up now. They got Leonard Floyd opposite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
And then interior.
And they also got Hargrave at defensive tackle, so that probably rules that out.
And he's got money coming too. You don't want to invest that much.
Right. Yeah, he just got a big contract. I think San Fran could go receiver here, just with the Ayuk situation.
Who? AD Mitchell?
AD Mitchell or
right before Buffalo too.
Yeah, that would be funny. Or it could be Leggett, Xavier Legette.
Just shit
Lad,
all over
Lad
Carolina.
McConkey. Lad McConkey makes sense.
Apparently, Cowboys fans are furious that we got Barton.
Good, good.
Because they could have had him.
I'm happy. I'm happy about that.
Yeah. He would have been a starter right away at center. No competition.
And good things around him, too.
Right. So
3 minutes, San Fran's still on the clock.
alrighty.
I mean, I know I didn't explode, but this was offensive line's never a sexy pick, but
Yeah.
it was the right pick. Let's put it that way. I'll say that.
Well,
Like,
not
there's-
only
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say not only is it the right pick, but you're drafting the person as well. And to get a
Yeah.
person like Barton, I think is it's a home run. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
yeah, this to me a more highlighted pick would have been Newton, but it doesn't matter. Like, you have no major holes anywhere on the team to me for the time being, and now you can just start filling depth like he wanted. So
Mhm.
good move, Jason. And it was like I said time and time again, you're meeting the best player available with your need, and that's what you want ultimately for your draft picks.
Yep, definitely. No, it was a great pick. I mean, yeah, could you say you could go Johnny Newton? Sure, but you just took Kalijah Cansey last year, and you feel like he is going to be your star at that 3 tech position, be your future. So, yeah, I think to get Barton at 26, who probably could have gone a lot earlier, like Gene said, that's awesome. So it's a home run.
Like everyone's saying, this old man's getting tired.
yeah, we're gonna wrap up here, guys. I know there's 2 picks still to come. I know San Francisco. I don't know, Ken. Do we know their pick yet?
No, but the pick is in, though.
Pick is in. Okay. But anyway, guys, appreciate everyone that was in here. We had about almost over 160 people in here, which was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Everyone that was in here, please be sure to hit the like button. We appreciate all the support. We are going to be live again tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet of the time frame. Now, if we do something like Ken was suggesting, trading up, we'll try to get on there as soon as possible. But looking to start right at 8 o'clock, like we did tonight. So it should be a lot of fun tomorrow, covering more picks for the Buccaneers. We'll try to cover all the Bucs picks for sure and have live reactions for you guys. So yeah, this has been awesome. So I guys hope you guys all appreciated it, and can't wait to do more of this tomorrow as well.
I wish I could hit the woo.
Ken, do we know? Yeah,
I've seen
Do we-
conflicting between Cooper DeJean and Ricky Pearsall.
Okay.
Really?
The majority is Cooper. No, okay, so Ben Solak, DeJean.
Okay. All right.
He
Yeah, they need corner.
Damn.
Cooper DeJean is a good fit because guess what? They play cover 3, so it makes
Damn.
a lot of sense if DeJean is the pick. So very cool.
But now I'm seeing more and more Ricky Pearsalls. These are all from legit accounts.
Okay. Well, Pearsall, again, like that receiver situation with Ayuk being potentially traded. Yeah, I mean, Pearsall would be maybe a little rich here, but he's a great route runner. And in that scheme, he could easily have success. So,
Yeah, this has now become 50-50. Half saying DeJean, half saying, hasn't happened in every other pick. Every other
Right.
pick has been 95% consensus amongst, especially like I haven't seen a Rappaport or anything yet, but I'm just,
Okay.
like all of these are in, like you click on their names. It's insider covering this team. It's, they have multiple thousands of followers with a check. I mean, we know a check mark doesn't mean anything, but like it's a legitimate account.
yeah. There you go.
Okay, according to Rappaport, it's Ricky Pearsall.
Oh, wow.
But JC Cornell says Cooper DeJean.
There you go. You gotta love it.
I'm keeping this. I'm keeping my personal thoughts out of that one.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ari Merilov confirmed as well. Ricky Pearsall.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
All right.
DeJean's still on the board too.
I know.
Damn.
We need to trade up for DeJean. That would be perfect.
Yep, JC, I can confirm that he did say, of course, John Lynch lands Cooper.
Well, and
DeJean.
also we know what team needs a wide receiver too. At 33.
Yeah. Yeah. The Panthers need a receiver.
Yeah. They want Leggett probably. Hopefully
Yeah.
Buffalo takes Leggett right now.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That would be beautiful.
Actually, all the teams that are coming up in the second round need receivers. Well, except Arizona. Arizona got Marvin Harrison.
Bills are trading out of 32. Panthers are coming up from 33, so it's definitely a receiver.
It's Leggett. It has to be.
Interesting what they give up. I mean, the Panthers, they need every draft pick here. Even if it's like probably a 5 to even come out, a 5 means a lot to the Panthers.
Wait,
I would hate.
Carolina's training up?
Yeah, from 33
Carolina's
to
up
32.
now. Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee it's a receiver. Guarantee
Yeah, it has to be.
Leggett.
Yeah.
It's got to be Leggett.
It has to be. Or AD Mitchell.
Yeah. I'm hoping they have to give up like a third.
Lad McConkey, maybe?
I think it has to be a 5.
I'm hoping it's so much because they look stupid.
Oh man.
I just don't know why they're trading. I mean, this seems again this screams inexperienced GM and inexperienced head coach identifying a guy and just doing whatever to get there versus the light. Let's sit back. Let's let it play out. Like
especially one pick away. Well, I mean, but
also
but
you don't need the 5th-year option for your receiver at 32.
Yeah.
Really.
But it's just like your situation where Wirfs was there and we just traded up one pick and they think it's that good of a player.
But I mean, yes, but the consensus for 2020 was there are 4 tackles, and then it's a huge drop off.
Yeah.
There was the guy for the Cardinals that everyone mocked for us at 15, just because the top 4 would always be gone in any mock draft that anyone would ever do. So like that at least makes sense. Here there's been 7 or 8 receivers off the board. Like you're trading up, you're giving. I mean, a 5th for the Panthers is a borderline starter.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's true.
And they don't have that many picks. They gave away their first rounder. They're already moving up in the second, so you can't really maneuver 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that well.
Hey, we got past the trademark of 3 that David said. So.
I told you. It had to be. It had to be.
All right, boys. I think that's it for me. I gotta get some shut eye, but I'll be here bright and early at 8 o'clock.
Bright and early.
All right, sounds good, Ken.
All right,
Appreciate
Ken.
it so much for joining us.
Yeah. Plus, text me if anything, because tomorrow starts at 7, right?
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Plus, text me if anything happens with the Bucs. I can always hop on my phone.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, man.
Let's see if there's a trade up, because that trade up is going to be Newton if Ken's on.
Oh, it's a flip between 5th and 6th for the Panthers trade up.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, that's
So
it?
not too much. They flipped a 5th for a 6th.
Okay, then that's a safe trade up.
Yeah.
So the guy they probably were going to take either way.
I think it was a good trade for the Panthers.
But Ken, you need to be on the live no matter what when they.
I will be on here live just for you, Mark. Even if you're not here, I'll be here.
Because I like the pick we just took, so I know you were here for that. If you're not here, it's Logan Hall, so I need you. I need you back.
Well, good. Have a good night, gentlemen. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. All
You
right.
too.
Sounds
Good
good,
luck.
Ken.
See
All
ya.
right. Take out. Yep. See you tomorrow. So, so Carolina goes receiver. They trade up over Buffalo. So Buffalo is just forgetting receiver altogether.
Right?
or they feel they can get like Lad McConkey or probably take AD Mitchell. Oh, look who decided to show up here at the last second. What's up, Jason?
Guys, I'm on site here. I'm busy.
He
You know?
lives.
shaking,
I know.
shaking hands.
I'm just
with
giving-
Brian Ford and
I'm giving you a hard
pumping
time.
fists.
I'm giving you a hard time. You know,
Tough.
you're just putting in that bag, as you like to refer it. So
You
Plus,
know?
I'm gonna leave if you
You
do
know,
this shit
Mark's
again.
like, I'm done. End the stream. He can do it too. He's
Right?
got the
I'm about to. I'm about to just bounce. Seriously, I'm about to just close the whole laptop.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I think hell of a pick, first of all. I think there's a few players there. Barton, Newton, I think we're like probably at the top of their board. We talked to Jason and he said there were a few players left. He had some of those corners there on their board as well. But Barton was the pick all along, much like Cansey was last year. They were hoping to land him. They do announce him as a center, so he's going to compete at center. But he also has that flexibility to play at guard as well. I'm sure you guys have talked about it, blew in your face, but I'll just kind of read what I wrote about him as well. I said Barton has position flexibility after starting at center his freshman season before finishing time at Duke at left tackle. Some believe his best fit is at guard, but he can also play center as well. Barton explodes out of his stance with balance and position sustained blocks. He has great grip strength, blocking through the whistle, and has the athleticism and quick feet to be a factor against speedier rushers and pulling in space. However, he has less than ideal arm length, can be grabby at times, and needs to anchor better versus power. But I think when you're looking at all of those guys, all the centers right there, they all kind of have shorter arms. So they're talking about Zach Frazier or JPJ. So to me, it's not a huge problem. It's the reason why you move tackles into inside anyways in the first place with that arm length. And the same reason why they did it with Gedeke. So I think it's a huge pick for them. He opens up so much in the run game. If you look at Kentley Plant's RAS testing, he finished as the number one center out of 619 since 1987. So super athletic guy. I know just talking to Liam Cohen, he's stoked about it. And he's going to be able to really kind of set the tone on this offensive line. If he wins it, he's still can't just hand it over to him. Be able to move people in the running game and hold up really, really well as a pass blocker. So I think this is a heck of a pick. Peter Schrager gets it right again. And I think Bucs fans, if you're watching this, you've got to be really excited and really happy about this selection here.
yeah, absolutely, JC. I think we figured interior offensive line was a huge need, and for them to get the best one in the draft, like the best one to fall to them, and real quickly, and then I think we're gonna wrap it up here, but just your thoughts on that Michael Penix pick. I mean, we were shocked. We were shocked here, Atlanta doing that.
No, I get it to an extent, and kudos to Schefter too, because I mean we're in a group chat together, plus, and I dropped that in there 3 or 4 days ago, and we were talking about that. So Schefter was on the beat first with it. So I mean, like kudos to him, but I think it's just a terrible pick. You just signed this guy to so much money. Why would you? Why would you then go ahead and grab?
Look who it is.
At 8
Talking about the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons. 28-3. Never forget. Look at that. You guys get a double dipper right here. Double dose.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
The JJs.
Hello.
We
we're
excited about the pick?
Yeah, Graham Barton, I think, is a great pick. I mean, to get the best interior offensive lineman in the draft, I mean, that's really good.
Think I'm wrong.
He was third available on my board at the time. I had a higher grade on JPJ, but the medicals, you never know. Johnny Newton, number one on my board, now available in the flipping second round. So
number one.
Let's go. All right.
It's not number one in the draft.
We're trading up for Newton.
Yep.
I would love this.
I'm calling the table. Get the two best interior trenches players. Why the hell not, right?
Yeah,
maybe Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've got
wild.
3 of Barton's games I'll be diving into tonight. So you can, I'm going to plug Pewter Report. You can find my article tomorrow.
Yeah, and you can find all of our stuff over at Bucs Kansas.
He immediately turns the camera away from me. He's
this is my hit. This is not your hit. You're a side piece. You're the side Josh. I'm the main Josh.
So besides Penix, what were some of your thoughts on some of the other picks?
I mean, it was just crazy.
To me was interesting.
Well, just offensive players.
First 13, 14 picks?
First 14 offensive players.
Yeah.
So
the
just
corner
wild.
sliding didn't surprise me quite as much as it maybe did you, JC. Just because there wasn't like Quinion's good. Or don't get me wrong, Quinion's good. He's a first round talent, but he's no sauce, right? Like it's not like these last couple of drafts where you had
right. I didn't expect him to go top 10, but I mean, I think the teams would have been a spot where I would have started, circling names. I think, and it's funny because kudos to the Eagles. They've been trying to trade up all night just to get Quinion Mitchell. They stay put and have him at 22. I mean, Howie Roseman
all right, I'm not gonna
does it again.
Howie Roseman does a lot of great things, but just staying there when 14 offensive players go off the board, that's not some brilliant move. It's math. Like, come on.
I don't math well, so that makes sense.
Right. Not a cap guy, right? But what about JC Latham that high?
Yeah,
what
JC
about that?
Latham.
And now if I'm getting the bag, I can calculate that very well.
Shit.
All right, guys. I
can't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Take care,
Josh.
Josh.
You guys.
All right. Yeah, I got to run into. I've got.
Yeah.
We got. Oh yeah, I got to let Josh in. Oh, look who's that now. He doesn't have one of these fancy little badges with his name on it.
Oh man.
All right, guys. I'll talk later. We're talking to Graham Barton soon, so we'll have a bunch of more content for you. Over at Bucs Game Day at JC on NFL, my Twitter. I've got tons of stuff up there as far as my own write up, as far as all sorts of stuff. Just go to my Twitter at JC on NFL if you're watching this, and make sure you add me on there. I'm almost at 5K, so that's a big accomplishment for me. So
do it to her, guys.
Peace. Good day.
All right.
God, I hate it. I'm gonna just close it. Forget it.
Thanks, JC. So JC Allen and Josh Capo there at the end. We always have surprises here at Real Bucs Talk. Yep. It was a lot of fun, but hope you guys enjoyed all of this. Night one and now night two tomorrow is going to be awesome because there's still really good players available. I mean, Cooper DeJean and Johnny Newton are still there. That some team I'm sure is going to try to trade up for or try to get in the mix. So that will be exciting. But everyone, appreciate everybody being in here. Please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit us up with comments. What do you guys think of Graham Barton as the Buccaneers pick at 26? Let us know. And with that said, I hope everyone has a great evening and go Bucs. We'll see you tomorrow.